Oh man, let me get this out of the way. That box is not a box of crackers. It is cardboard for patterns. Patterns. I got a lot of stuff on this table. Why am I like this? Got so much stuff on this. So if frick. Mama, trauma me. Trauma. Gotta screw that thing up really tight so it doesn't fall over. There, I think that is what we need. My stand almost fell over. I had to emergency tighten it. Because I'm trying a ring light tonight. Those ring lights are something else. Like when they work, they're great. When they don't work, they just want to fall over on you. Alright. I think it looks pretty solid. I think it's pretty solid. Let's hope it's pretty solid. Because I'm feeling pretty solid. Whoa! The camera's way out of shot. Hang on a second. Is that good? Look, we have better lighting! Woo! Better lighting! And we're making hand paws tonight, everybody. Making hand paws! I was actually able to get these parts done, and they turn out pretty solid from the way they look. We have, that's not embroidery. That is just straight up, I followed with tissue paper for the backing. And then I just laid the 2 pieces of fabric down. I had my design traced on the back, followed it with the sewing machine, and it worked. I'm like, kidding. It actually worked. So we're continuing with this amazing project. Get you closer. I feel like I've always got the camera so far away. Oh, I just blow out my face, whitewashed. Okay. There we go. How's that? Hopefully we can see everything. Yep. And this stream is, I do late streams. I am sorry I do streams so late. I got tons of stuff going on. That's why it pushes me pretty late with my day. Yeah, because I'll do a like a 1:30 to 9. Sometimes I do like a 6:30 a.m. to 12:30 in the afternoon, and then I'll have like a day off. But when I have a day off, it's like I gotta go do things, gotta go get things done. I had to travel to a different city today and had to get an application there, and came home, did some cleaning, cleaned up the house, answered messages, cleared a ton of storage on my phone, had so many pictures, got this all on my external. I did, good grief, I did so much answering comments, and I'm like, when can I finally get down to actually working on some fursuit stuff, or just do something else besides the other things that need to be done? So I'm like, finally I can do something. Yeah, it's 3 in the morning, but I can finally work on something. And it feels nice to be able to finally work on something. But hey, you know, it may not be 3 in the morning where you are. It might be like 8 in the evening or something. So, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get working on these hand paws here, just like this. I went ahead with a heart-shaped pattern for the paws because the originals did not have that much shape. They were just very basic, and they were rush. So yeah, this fabric I'm using is plush fleece. I think it's called plush fleece. Some people call it like plush super soft velvet, and I'm like, I don't think that's what it's called. Different stores call it different things, but some people call it minky. I don't think it's minky. I think it's because it kind of looks like that stuff that a person would use. Oh, hey, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm Coaster. I'm creating some costume pieces, some hand paws. Broderick Claiborne, welcome to my little stream. I'll bring up chat on this computer so I can see everything. Does the camera look okay? Am I exposed properly? Because when I put my hand up, it darkens it. I'll make sure the scene is balanced properly, so I think it's pretty balanced. But is it in focus, is the question. Is it in focus? Let me see if autofocus is on. Got manual focus. I think it's pretty solid. Go back here. Oh, SCP guard underwater, gotta go. Okay, adios. Have a nice evening then. I'll see you later. Have a good day. Have a very good day. Yeah, if you gotta go if you can't stay up, I don't expect you to. I'm just being creative, and if anybody wants to drop in while I'm doing this, be my guest, that's why I'm streaming, because I want to. Just because I want to. Let's see. What's going on with my channel? I did take a thumbnail. I did take a thumbnail of this video. Well, it didn't show the thumbnail for the stream. That's highly odd. But you know what? I'll take it. It's fine. It didn't show the thumbnail for the stream. That's highly odd. I'll take it. Why is my voice in the video? Good grief. Alright, cool. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and start doing this. I'm going to turn on the exposure on this just a smidge, because it is kind of blinding me a little bit. Your cat just jumped in your chest, so he'll be watching too? Awesome, awesome. My cat is somewhere. She'll probably be over here soon. Her name is Sunbeam, and she is a handful right now. Oh, good grief. I'm trying to afford to get her fixed, but I think she is, I think she's in heat. She is meowing her head off. She will, like, not stop meowing, and she's, like, super lovey-dovey. I'm like, oh my gosh, calm down. So this paper we have here. Oh, I understand, Ikora Byronson, that you're okay. I will start trying to have streams a bit earlier. This is the earliest I can actually do anything, so, but I'm glad you could stop by and say hi. I hope you have a good day at work. Yep, cheers. You have a good, very, very good day. But yeah, we're finishing up these hand paws I started a stream or so ago. That's what they look like so far. And they're 5-fingered, and they are completely, whatever you call that. You can literally wear these straight up. Turn on this thing. I don't see it. Bring that up to... Now I can see chat better. But yeah, they're, what do you call it? Dexterity. They have, like, perfect dexterity. You can grab stuff with them. You can even text with them, which I think is crazy. You can actually text with these through the material. Alright, so I gotta grab my pattern. This is the pattern I chose to go with. Something like this, so it's really nice. It turns out really well. Now for the size of these, I'm not actually going to... I guess I could. Where I actually draw out the pattern on here and cut it out for the paws, because that's really not much material holding my pattern together. So I'm probably just going to freehand these, get a basic idea of where it will go, attach the pattern, and then just trace it on. So, paper, good to have. It's really, really nice. Paper. So here we go. Paper time. Let's draw some patterns. Here was the original design, and then I shrunk it down a little bit and refined it, and this is the one I used for the design. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, Official Tycoon, welcome to my little stream here. I'll be crafting some some fursuit hand paws here. Haven't made this style of hand paw in ages. My gosh, 2017 is the last time I made ones like these. But these are supposed to fit perfectly around your hands. So, yeah, they're very form-fitting, and I like that. Very easy to use. How big? Oh, excuse me. What? Gosh, I shouldn't be this tired, goodness. So I'm gonna draw just a basic shape on here. Get everything going. Pretty solid. Trying to get that shape I'm looking for. Let's go with... So my hand is going to be like this. So that means I want my paw to be... I'm trying to think how it wraps around. So I want it to be a little offset, just a little bit offset. So something kind of like this. Something like that would work well. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for the likes. Thank you so very much. Do appreciate that. I think that should be fine. Let's get that shape a little more refined. We'll make it look all purtiful. Purtiful. Definitely think I should bring it down just a little bit. That's kind of high up. But here's my seam, and my seam is already pretty deep in my pattern. So that seam allowance is pretty deep. So let's bring this down a little bit. More like this. I think that's better. Tip of finger to probably first joint of my thumb. Okay. Yeah, I'm not super duper clean with my lines. I just go very loose. Just get that shape in there. So I think that's how to do this. Just get a very nice loose organic shape. And then we can refine it from there. Scissors, where are you? Scissors. These are my multi-scissors. I even labeled them as multi, so I don't get them mixed up and try using them on foam. Oh my gosh, or use my foam scissors on this. My good scissors, my sewing scissors are somewhere in the room. Somewhere. Also, tonight, I have a bubble machine! If anybody wants to access the bubble machine, let me know. Let me know. Your cat's trying to attack the screen? Oh my gosh. My cat was trying to attack my legs today. She's trying to snuggle them to pieces. I'm like, no, kitty, no. Gosh, my cat is almost a year old now. She's growing up so fast. She needs to slow down. Cats just grow so fast. Okay, I should cut that part out. Just like cut the finger off. There we go. Get that shape going. There we go. This is almost a tutorial if I pieced all these streams together. Let's see. The shape is pretty round, I guess. Pretty round. There we go. I will check comments as well here in just a minute. I'm just trying to make sure I'm keeping my pattern making in check here. Okay, so my pattern is definitely a little off. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. You'll probably see me go through this kind of process a few times before I get the shape I'm happy with. That's just how it is with creating patterns. You're always going to have patterns you're like, I can take a little more off here, take a little more off here. I kind of like that round shape. I think I'm just going to extend that a little bit. Okay, now what I can do is then I can take this and see how it fits on the original. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I think that's going to work because these edges are going to be tucked in. I think that is going to work. Yeah, I'll just go a little shallow on my seam allowance because I do want to stuff these too. I want to stuff these a little bit because I think I'm going to add a liner to this too. Yeah, I think I should add a liner. So you got that. Yeah. Oh, actually, that's a good shape for these too. For the other digits, this is actually a really good shape too. Man, this is really a good shape. It's a really good shape. This stream has the vibe of you. This stream has the vibe of you're being held hostage. That's interesting. Is that how you normally feel when you're being held hostage? You feel like this? You feel this is the music you hear? That's kind of interesting. I don't think I've ever been held hostage before. I mean, unless you want to be held hostage. Hello, rabbit_floss. Welcome to my little stream where I'm crafting some fursuit hand paws and just some sewing, help to ease the night away a little bit. Take some of the edge off the day. Yeah. Because life can be stressful, and sometimes you just want to get away from it and just be creative, craft, do some things. Okay, time to focus. Yeah, that's a good shape. It's just I need to make it a tad bigger. Just a teeny tad bigger. Yeah, I like that shape. We'll go with it. I will make it bigger though, because it's not quite big enough for that one spot. But the overall shape is good. So, whoops. No big deal. No big deal. Okay. I like that shape. I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to make another shape. This one is for the thumbs, so I'll just mark it as T for thumbs. And this one's... Oh, my camera just decided to fall over on me. Sorry about that. I have a ring light stand, and sometimes the base of the ring light is not super tight, and it wants to go... Hope everybody has not received a concussion from the swinging of the camera. Apologies about that. That's what I'll do to compensate for that. Oh, I have dental wear in my mouth, so it might be causing some of my issue with my speech. I have been told I have very animated facial features when I talk. Very animated features, so... I do have a ring light shining in here too, so this is what it looks like without the ring light. And this is with. So I think you can agree that it's a better result with the ring light than without. It like takes 5-10 years off my face. Yes. Yeah. Now if I was being held hostage, I'd be acting a little different. Especially if I wanted to be held hostage. If somebody was holding me there and I wanted to be there, that'd be a lot different. Okay, so this one's the bigger one. Or the smaller one, rather. Smaller one gets a finger, an F for, I'll put just for finger. Thumb for thumb and F for finger. It's the F finger. Okay, good, it's not falling. My phone, your phone's at 14? What's mine at? I should check. 15! Oh, I've got 15%. Hey! But mine is charging. Currently, while I'm filming, it's actually charging. Blink twice for help. You should put whatever the opposite is of WD-40 on it. WD-40... The opposite? What would the opposite be? Hi, DeVille. Hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. I know, I wish they would stay for kittens forever. Bandit, hi! I just was able to check the comments properly. Hey, Bandit, welcome. How you doing? Hi, Bandit. Welcome back. Yeah, I want to try to have streams earlier in the evening so they're not, like, in the middle of the night like this. My day gets so busy, it pushes my entire schedule completely so far forward that I'm like, I gotta work on something or I'll end up going to bed without having an accomplished day. So currently what I'm doing right now is I'm just making these paws a little bigger, just a little larger. I want to make this bigger by proxy, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to extend them just a smidget. Just a tiny bit. Because I'm stuffing these as well. Did you know that? I'm actually going to stuff these. Because when I stuff them, they'll actually be even thicker and rounder. They'll be really round. Very nice stuff. I wonder if I should do a stream where it's just me, just my voice with my work. Because I feel like people would visualize me differently if I had just my voice on the stream. Okay, that's a much better looking size. That's so much better. Okay. I like that. JB... The opposite would be JB Weld. Some quick dry epoxy, quick cure. That's pretty funny, actually. Because I worked at a warehouse once, and they sold JP Weld there, the two-part mixture. They sold it in the bottles, and they sold it in the mixing syringe, where it would mix in the actual opening of the container. That was pretty funny. It had like cold weld and such. It could like hold up to like 4,500 psi's of pressure. I'm like, good grief, could use that for fursuit building. It'll hold anything. Anything except silicone, because you need silicone glue for that. Okay, so I'm just cutting out the thingies. Nice little thingies. Alright, it's time for my eye appointment. My what is it called? My checkup. My checkup for my LASIK eye surgery I had a few months ago. Because I had absolutely atrocious vision. I had like 60, 160, or it was so bad I had to be 20 feet from something that a person with perfect vision could see from 160 feet away. I had to be 20 feet from it to see it. That's pretty nuts. Now my vision's like, oh my gosh, I can read people's name tags from across the room or something. I can read license plates. I can read really just about anything. Like, if a car's coming up the road, I can see the license plate like before it's even upon me. I'm like, whoa, that's pretty cool. That's amazing. Like, it took a few months for my vision to fully kick in, but it's really sharp. Like, it's incredibly sharp. Like for some things, I don't even need, like some things that would have required a magnifying glass, I don't even need a magnifying glass. It's pretty nice. For the low price of $4,300. Oh, that's like an expensive fursuit right there. And I am paying on installments, so it's going to take a while. Let's see, I think these comments are working. My voice is really calming. Thank you so very much. I'm glad it's calming. I'm actually glad, because my voice didn't used to be that way. Like years and years ago, it didn't used to be calming at all. You've been sick and tired all day. You're nocturnal for now. It was right after you fixed your sleep schedule. Oh my gosh, I know how those, man, those are the worst. Especially when you want to have a sleep schedule and you put so much effort into it. And then it just takes one thing and it's like, it's ruined forever. It's like, oh man. And then you feel like you have to stay up to get tired so you can fall back into that sleep cycle. Because if you try to go to bed when you're not tired, you're like, now I can just lay here and stare at my ceiling and can't even, like, remotely to feel tired. So you're like, why not be productive? Why not get up and just do something until I start feeling tired? And then you start chipping away at your schedule till you get back to where it was, that fine-tuned adjustment. Yeah. Like for me, like because of my job having a rolling schedule, I'm never going to have a proper sleep schedule. Not unless I was working a 9 to 5 and it was Monday through Friday or something. But, you know, I'm working towards being a full-time content creator, so who knows what will happen. If that takes place, I can get my proper rest and save the day, save the world, end world hunger, be the next Mr. Beast, but with some other goals too. Could be a cool video Mr. Beast could do. I bought the national American national debt. Like buys the whole national debt, just completely wipes the slate clean. Goodness. Like America would be indebted to him, like be debt free. Because I paid off every college student loan ever. He just pays off everybody's college student loan. That'd be interesting. Saves the generation from debt. Anyway. I know. I was just reading your comments about bad vision. Oh, June, Lampalelli, or let's see if it is straight. Lampatelli. You did not miss much. I finished showing the design. This is the thumb paw pad. That's going to go right here. Nice and big. And then I've got the finger. It's called the F finger, because you see it? The F finger. The F finger. And that's going to go right here. My gosh, it's so bright. It's right here on the finger. So, didn't miss a whole lot. We're doing kind of talking and working, those kind of things. Okay, so that part's done. So, what we're going to do next is we're going to take one of these paws, which have the heart shape. Turn it this way, it's a heart, so. Hee-hee. I'm going to take this and I'm going to trace it on the paw. And let's hold the camera so you can actually see. I can try adding you on Discord, just I can't do it right now because this is the only device that has Discord on it and it's streaming, and I don't want to crash the stream by accident, just because last time it crashed, the stream crashed, and I ended up finally ending the stream after it kept crashing and freezing up. But once I ended it, YouTube still showed my stream as being on live. And I'm like, it's not on live. YouTube, why are you doing this? YouTube, oh my gosh. The stand fell over again. I just need some better equipment or something. There we go. The weight of the phone is tilting the screen. Okay, now you can actually see what I'm doing. But what happened was I ended the stream, and then people were joining in when the stream was over, and I was like, why are people still commenting on my stream? Why is it still showing I'm live? I am not live. Typing out to people, the stream is over. I'm trying to end the stream. It won't let me end the stream. To this day, like right now, it's still live. Those streams are still live, but they're set on private so nobody can see them. But I can't get them to go off. I cannot get them to shut down. I don't know what's wrong. It just won't end. But anyway, this light is going to keep falling over, so I am going to tilt the light back, tilt the phone down, and there we have it. Now it shouldn't fall over again, in theory. But that's just a theory, a game theory. Cool, okay. Thumbprint, because I'm done with this messing around with my phone. I want to get this done. So here's where my hand goes. Thumb will go right here. Thumb will go right here. I'm satisfied with that. I think that looks pretty solid. It's always good to lay down your pattern. Just lay it down again. Check it out. There. So right there looks pretty solid. I like that. We'll go right there. There's excellent. Excellent. Right there. Very good. We'll put a little paw right there in that little spot. Very nice, very nice. A happy little paw right there. I'll grab a little marker thingy, this thing right here. This is from Arch Alternatives Permanent Marker. And it is, it's silver, because it is, and it works. It actually does work. I'm surprised it works as well as it does, considering how much these silver markers like to bleed. Yes, they do like to bleed sometimes. I'm just glad it works, for what it's worth. There we go. I feel it's better if I just show the work more than my face. I feel like my face is distracting. With my huge chin. This massive chin. I was like born with a dump truck chin. Or something. Okay, that should be good. I think I can see that pretty well. Yeah, that'll show up. That'll show up. Even though my sewing machine has a light that just wants to blind your eyes, I think it'll show up just fine. It was so hot in here earlier, I had to turn on some air. It was pretty hot. You love touring in the streams? Hey, cool. Keith Best, hi, welcome, welcome. Guess what, everybody? No school tomorrow. Like, no school today in the morning, so he can, like, chill for a while, you know? Stay up all night long. I like staying up. This is like when I feel like I can truly come alive with my crafting ideas and things. The whole thing of just going to bed early, I'm like, oh man, it just became night. I want to stay up and do things. I don't want to go to bed yet. It's too soon. The fun has just begun. Looks like a good spot. I'll take it. That'll work. What's the space there? I want to see what that space is. So the space is... I want to actually measure the space so I get consistency across. But you know what? I never did consistency when I drew the seam allowance, so frick consistency. Ha! Who needs consistency? When you have eyeballs, you can eyeball everything. Consistency is for machines. This is handmade, not machine made. This is Etsy made. Okay. Make it like an Etsy. That is super close for a seam allowance, though. Darn, if I put that means my paw is going to be sticking out over the edge of my finger with the paw pad. Just a little bit. Would that look good, though? My paw's showing on the edges? I've really got to consider that. Dang it. Maybe. It might look okay. Engineering problems. See, what made this so easy the last time I did something like this? You really want to know what made it so easy? Because I glued everything together. I didn't sew last time. The only thing I had sewn was the edges of the paw. Everything else, like the paw pads, were just glued on, so that's why it was so easy. This, I am trying to make it a real craft. I don't want to mess it up. But you know what, you gotta make some mistakes to find the answers. So, I'm gonna try it, see what happens. If it fails, it fails, you know? Learning experience. I can always make another one, you know? And if it's really bad, I can always use my seam ripper and rip out the bad stitch. It's not the end of the world. I feel like maybe some people... Does anyone in chat ever feel that way when you're creating something? That if you mess up, you're like, oh my gosh, it's ruined. It'll never... I can never use it. And you kind of forget that you can just make another one. Do you ever feel that way sometimes? Because I do sometimes. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I put so much work into this. I can never use it now. It's ruined. It's the end. I'm like, well, wait, I can just make another one. It's not like I can't make another one, right? I kind of forget that this thing isn't a one and done type thing. It's because you made a mistake, then the second one's going to be better. I'm like, oh, okay. Since you mentioned it, since you put it that way. Okay, so we're making the other one. So this is the first one. So this is. So that one, then this one. Fingers are going to just line up like so. Yeah, they'll just line up like that. That's fine, right? Yeah, that's fine. I'll take it. Perfect. Don't knock the drink over. Good grief, don't knock the drink over. What I forget to. Average age and height. You're not in school. Oh, cool. Keith Best, this is Coaster, the fursuit you said you would be easy, and I'm making it, and you just need a bit of fur. Excellent, excellent. Great. Do you have any questions on where to get fur? Do you need any advice or insight on where to get fur? Because you can go to Joann's, you can go to Hobby Lobby, you can go to Big EZ Fabrics, you can go to Howl Fabrics. It really depends. If you want to try going with a more higher quality luxury shag, I would recommend something like the Big EZ Fabrics or the Howl Fabrics. Probably go with Howl Fabrics. If you want something that's more budget friendly and that maybe is within walking distance, you can buy it the same day. You can go to Joann's or you can go to Hobby Lobby. They don't have a huge variety in color, but they do have your basics, your blacks, your whites for your fur colors. You can even go minky if you really want to save on cost for the face. Like for the face, you can actually get a short pile minky white. That's good for your face, for the face of a fursuit head. For the longer pieces, you definitely want to go with something like a shag, like a luxury shag or something. Because it's just going to flow, look more fluffy and such. But the short fur is good for the face. Saves you from having to shave it yourself. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah. Let me know how it goes. I'd like to hear how it goes. Definitely like to hear how it turns out. Okay, so that. I know. Isn't it terrible? Oh my gosh. Kitty! My kitty came down to see me. I think she wants to have babies. Because she keeps meowing and meowing and meowing. I gotta be able to afford to get her fixed, but I think she's having that time of the month. Because she will not stop meowing. She's meowing her head off. Like she's wandering through the house just going, meow! Yeah. My manager told me that was likely what was going to happen. If you don't get her fixed, I'm like, oh my gosh, gotta get her fixed. Because she's just having a lot of frustration. Yeah. Okay, that one looks good. And then the tiny one. What if I should make it smaller? Dang it, I wonder if I should make it smaller. Because it goes on the pinky. I could, Now I'm debating, should I have made that one tinier? We're making a tiny pinky thingy. We're making a tiny pinky one. Yes. Yeah, sleep cycles, I don't do sleep cycles. I just sleep when I'm tired. Let's see. It says, I feel that a lot. I think it's valid even though you can just make another because it's the feeling of all that work going to waste. Oh, yes. Yeah, especially if I'm doing a drawing. Like a drawing particular and it's traditional and I made a big mistake in it. Like I finished the entire piece and then I realized that the proportions are wrong. I'm like, no, I can't go back and fix it. I think that's the thing is when I can't go back and fix it. Or it's just impractical to go back and fix it. That's what makes it bad. Because, like, oh man. It's like, well, I'll just make the next one better. And then I'm like, I can't show this to anyone. It's too flawed. And, like, just show it to them. They'll understand. Like, but I don't, it's like, but it just doesn't look good. Yeah. There's actually a lot of mistakes on my fursuit that I made that I'm really not happy about. But I learned to hide the mistakes by fur adjusting. See, recently, like, whoop, that went into my drink. Oh, okay, that's fine. But several months ago, I got a felt needle. A felt needle is things that you can make plushes with by taking a bunch of felt and pushing it all together, and basically you can create artwork with it. It's got little tiny barbs on the needle, and they face one direction. So when you push in, they don't grab anything. When you push in, they grab felt and push it into the ball. When you pull out, the barbs don't catch anything. So what I ended up doing is I took a bunch of fur that had coaster, that was coaster's color, made it match, went over to the areas that were shaved incorrectly, and I went in there and added fur back. And then I shaved it flush again, and then I fixed the areas that were uneven. It's not a perfect shave job. It's still got some flaws, but it made a major improvement. Because prior to that, I had to constantly brush coaster's fur in a certain way, so you wouldn't see all these lumps and uneven spots, which I thought looked really bad. Another mistake I made with fursuit building is when you're gluing your fur down, I used an old tutorial by Fursuit, an old tutorial, and I was following along, and in the tutorial they said to slather glue all over your base to make sure your fur stays adhered nice and tight to the surface. So after I had done that, I found out that because there was so much glue under the fur, that the entire head, the fur was solid underneath. It didn't have any squish, any give. So my fursuit head of Coaster almost feels like it's got a resin base under it. So Coaster doesn't squish like he should. Like his nose, it doesn't squish. The cheeks squish, but the nose and like the bridge and the mouth, they're very, very rigid. And I was like, oh, this is not okay. So something like that I can't go back and fix. That's not fixable. Because I would have to remake the whole head. Which I do plan on doing that one day. One day, I will remake Coaster's head. And it will be gorgeous. It will be just perfect. Probably. I hope it's perfect. But one day, it'll work out. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I've also had accidents while shaving, too, where I've gouged the fur. I shave too close and you see the backing showing through. Same thing with that. I found you can take a felt needle and just add your fur back. Cut off some fur from a scrap piece, hold it over the spot, and start poking the needle into the foam, like into the area where the balding is on your fur, and it will actually add the fur back. Shave it again, and it goes nice and flush. And it's basically repaired. Yeah. And if you're not sure if it's going to stay, you can always add a dab of glue to the back of that spot. It'll keep the fur from falling back out. Yeah. Okay, this one's ready. I'm so glad this is working. I'm getting marker all over my fingers, but it's worth it. So this is the pinky. I'll just call it the P. I got the PTF. You got pinky, thumb, finger, the PTF. I'll just do blue. Pinky finger. Let me get some rubbing alcohol for my finger, because I gotta get this marker off my finger. I hope there's a spray bottle nearby somewhere. Fixed it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry for that delay. I had to get that off my fingers. I could not find rubbing alcohol, so I decided to go with hydrogen peroxide, and it worked. It actually got it off my fingers really well. Didn't get the other marker off, just the silver marker. So I'll take it. That's a win! Go back to doing our stuffs. Ooh, that's a good question. Right now. Oh, your hand's sewing some fur right now? Good job. I'll answer that here. I'm not doing the Q&A questions. If you have any questions for me, because I'm celebrating the channel reaching 17,000 subscribers, and I want to do a little Q&A video for you, and I want to make it fun. So what I'm going to do is leave your comments on my community post. You can leave it there, and with your comments that are left there, I will answer those, and I will say your name in the stream, showing who asked the questions. I will answer all of those during the Q&A live stream. But if you have a question like outside of that, I can answer that now. Just anything you want me to have say in that Q&A, everybody's going to be able to see it, and they'll know that you asked the question. So you'll get some recognition from that. Let me go ahead and answer the question on this stream here. I think it's, let's see. You had a question. Where am I at? I feel like I'm so far behind. Let's see. Question. By Tom Numeko. Would you rather be cuddled by 10 small fluffy dragons or one large fluffy dragon? How big is this dragon? Like the single one. How big is the single one? And how small are the fluffy ones? Like, see, if the fluffy ones are like my size, if the small ones are like my size, I'd probably go with the 10 fluffy ones. If it's a big dragon, oh man. If he's too big, I might get squashed. So, I might just go with the 10. I might just go with the 10. Because you could have, see, if you have 10, you could have, well, I don't even know. Where would you keep the 10 if you had 10? Would you have to feed them and take care of all of them, or would they just be visiting? Because if you have one, you could ride the bigger dragon everywhere. You could ride them around, like, tour the country and everything. I feel like one dragon would be beneficial in a lot of ways, but I feel like it would be a lot more maintenance than just having 10 smaller ones. Are these dragons magical? Because if they are, you can feed them magic. Yes, you can feed them by magic. Jerry Garcia and Evil Morty, you need a fursuit. Everybody needs a fursuit, everybody. Oh, by the way, guess what's in this bag? Right over here, I purchased it actually today. I don't normally buy stuff because I can't really afford to, but I was able to get this on sale, so I'm happy about that. See this? This is the stuff I was talking about earlier. This, everybody, I'm so happy I found this. This is very close looking to seal fur or beaver, but this is minky, but it's white, and it stretches. See that? It stretches, and that's the important thing. This is going to be used for Coaster's belly, like those short areas where there's short fur, that's where this is going to go. I've been looking and looking for something like this, and I couldn't find any, and I finally found some. And not only that, I got black as well. It's so freaking soft. It feels so soft. Like, it's beautiful. I'm like so excited to have it. It only cost, how much? Let me see. Hold on a second. It cost, oh my gosh, how much did I get? I got 3 yards of, well, they only had 2 3/4 of, I think it was the white. Or the black. It was the black. And then I got 3 yards of the white. The 3 yards of white came to $21.42. The 2 3/4 of this one came to $14.82. And they were on sale. That's really cool. So yeah. Got those editions. Because I couldn't find them anywhere. I went to Joann Fabrics. I was like, who carries this stuff? That stuff down there is not the same as this. This is actually different. And I actually think that looks a lot nicer than these. But this is the closest to what I had before, so I'm just sticking with this. Just sticking with this. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I was like, I want to show everybody the nice fur. It looks so good. Oh, let's also compare. Hey, there's a comparison I want to show you. Okay. I forgot I had that. Anyway. See this? This is... Oh, what the frick is this called? Hang on a minute. Oh my gosh. I think it's called... Oh, duh. It's called... This is a different kind of... Well, it's fleece, but it's plush. It's plush. There is a difference. Notice how short the pile is. It's like 1 millimeter. This is plush fleece. It's really got a lot of stretch. I think it's either 2-way or 4-way. I think it's a 4-way stretch. This is the kind of stuff they use on things like Meowchies. They did not have it in the colors I wanted except black. I was like, fine, I'll take some. Because who knows what you can do with this. This might come in handy for fursuit building or something. But, you know, I might use it for something else. But I think that down there, the Minky, is the way to go. That stuff is beautiful. But there is a difference. This stuff is like almost like a suede, but it still looks like fur, the one I got from Joann's. The other one looks like fur, feels soft like fur, it's short pile, it stretches, it's just... I can't wait to try it. Oh my gosh. May catch up on comment days. The small ones are 1 foot, the big one is 10 feet. Whoa, that's a big dragon. 10 foot? Man, he won't even fit through the drive-thru at Wendy's. Because those are 9 feet. Oh man, he'll have to go inside. Or he'll have to have it delivered to the door, delivered to the dragon himself. Day out stuff. Oh, you love my videos. Oh, thank you so very much. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. You know, even if people don't like my stuff, or if they don't like me dressing up in a fursuit, just, you know, just move on with your day. If you don't like it, you don't have to like my stuff. You know, you don't have to, but don't be a dick about it. Like, I'm not being that way to them, so why do they gotta be that way to me? Just like with people like trolling and such, I guess. Or they'll start commenting, and I'll just say, like, I don't know, I'll just comment. You can see some of my comments. I normally never ever comment in a harsh way. But, like, at this point, I'm just going to start calling people that say things like fatherless. I'm just going to call them, like, privileged or something. I don't know. Or call them Homelander. Because Homelander's always trying to get his daddy's approval. Yeah. I don't know if you've ever watched The Boys, but Jensen Ackles, I think he plays as, what's his name? Oh gosh, he plays a part in there, but he's like supposed to be Homelander's biological father and such. Yeah, but Homelander's weakness is his ego. He wants to be loved by people. He wants to be loved by the people he wants to have worship him, but he just wants to be approved of. He craves that desperately, and that's his downfall, because, yeah. Okay, we're going to, we're not going to show, we're going to sew. So, here we go. I like this part because I get to use my tissue paper, and tissue paper is pretty cool. You just commented on the community post? Thank you. Exciting, I can't wait to see what you put. Yes, I want to get a whole bunch of questions and such, because I want to do this right. I want to have a good stream. Because I haven't had a chance to have a really good live stream like that before. Where I, like, have the Q&A and I answer it. Because I actually have proper streaming software now. Which I think is great. Which way is this going? Hang on a second. Going that way. Okay, that's good. Awesome. I hope I don't run out of this stuff. I think I've got enough. Okay, so that's down there. So I gotta grab my sewing machine. Oh, darn it. Oh my gosh, this thing weighs a ton. Whew. Maybe I like some bubbles. Some celebrating some bubbles. Have some bubbles, everyone. Enjoy. Woo! Too many bubbles. Oh man. I hope I didn't ruin the camera. Get bubble juice all over it. I think it's okay. The camera seems to be fine. Yeah, camera's okay. Got bubble juice all over it. Oh yeah. I want to have fun stuff for the stream. I want to do fun stuff. Also, I was wondering, I do want to have a live stream where I'm in fursuit. I definitely want to do that, but should I do gaming? Should I try doing some gaming for my stream too? Make it a little special. Play a, I don't know, maybe play a requested game or something. I want to try doing gaming. I want to give that a shot too. Trust me, there is light, there is color coming from this. It just, yeah, there's the color. There we go. Gets a vibe. So it's not just a plain boring background. There we go. Enjoy the vibe. Yes, bubbles. Good stuff. I got that bubble machine at Walmart, actually. I was like trying to find something to make streams more interesting. And oh, goodness, I have so many ideas I want to do for videos, but not as many for streams. I know people do like a lot of gaming for live streams. And I want to do gaming too. I don't know if my background looks good, because that's my concern, is my background in my room. It's just there's so much emptiness back there. I want to make it look alive, not look dead. Because I'm like, I want to put LEDs. Just how do you put LEDs back on wood paneling? Like, does that even look good with wood paneling? Because like this thing is my favorite. This is my most favorite LED right here. Is this light stick. I want to have an ambient lighting where it just kind of makes the whole wall look bright but colorful in an aesthetic way. I've seen those honeycomb-shaped lights, or the triangles. Those could look kind of neat, I guess. But I don't want to make it too busy back there because I don't want to distract from people. But like, you know how some people have like a blue light on one side of their face and have a red light on the other? Maybe something like that could work. Yeah. The thing is with LEDs is like so many of them are battery powered, and that just I can't stand when you got too many battery powered things, because you gotta buy batteries for all of them. This one's rechargeable, so I can deal with that. I can totally deal with this one. It's got a port, you can plug in a USB inside of it. Yeah. But I'm looking for ideas. I came this close to buying a USB. It was like a star shower, like a star shower for your room, where it would display like laser and colorful stars across the background of your room, and you could tilt it to different areas. But I was about to purchase it, got up to the checkout, and I was shaking it because I heard some rattling. I was like, what is that? I shook it, and I brought it to the cashier. I said, can I open this before I buy it? Because something's shaking in here. Something's rattling. I want to know what's rattling inside. So we open it up. We take out all the parts. I tilt the light upside down, and you know what hits the inside of the light right on the dome where you can actually see inside of it? A big screw. A big screw was just bouncing around in there. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be buying this today, but I appreciate you opening this up for me. It was the last one. I found them online, so I'm going to be getting it from there. I think it's called, let me remember, Galaxy Shine or Galaxy Lights or something like that. But it's by a brand called Mercury. Merkury, I think it is. It's spelled kind of weird. But they got some good looking stuff, and I thought, yeah, this would look really nice for a background, so I'm gonna give that a shot. My stream is calm and entertaining. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad it's entertaining. I'm trying to be entertaining. So what kind of ideas do I need? Okay, if I was to do gaming, what kind of gaming does well for videos? Because I want to do gaming not just for streaming, but also try to do some like video games for videos, like some Let's Plays. And I know some people say like play Minecraft. Is that unique enough? Is that a unique enough of a game to get like to attract people to want to watch the video? Because like I don't want to like waste my time making content that people aren't going to watch. And you know, like that might work really well, Minecraft. But I want to do also something that I genuinely enjoy for a game. And I like story games. I do love a good story games. PUBG. Let me see what that is. PUBG. Let me take a gander here. PUBG. What is that? PUBG. Is it like... Oh, it's like... okay. It's like war games. Huh. Interesting. Furry News, hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I'm Coaster, and about to do some sewing here with some hand paws. Oh, I should probably plug in my sewing machine. That would help a lot. What the frick am I doing? What am I doing? I gotta plug in my sewing machine. Hang on a second here. I don't know why I didn't think about plugging in a sewing machine. So unplug the charger, plug in the plug in the plug. Okay. Ooh, I just saw the top of my head in the stream. That was kind of weird. Well, at least I get to see if I'm going bald or not. I guess, or whatever. Let's see. I want to see instant replay. Okay, no, hairline still looks the same. Not going bald, yay! That would scare me really bad if that was happening. I mean, just gotta kind of live with it, I guess. Roll with it or whatever. But I don't think baldness runs in my family, so I think I'm okay with that. I hope. I hope it doesn't run. Yeah, we're about to do some sewing here. I'm just checking some more comments before I start so I can get caught up. Back from Hawaii? Ooh, yes. I hope everything went well for you. Your trip to Hawaii, and I know the forest fires were raging there, so I hope everything turned out okay. Story mode. Oh, Minecraft has a story mode? Really? Okay. I think I just need to immerse myself in games and just see what clicks with me, because I haven't really done that. Because I tried playing some games that were like for free, some free games on Steam, and I feel it's because I was trying too hard to like the games, like trying to be interesting, not really allowing myself to feel immersed in the game. Maybe that's... Yeah, I don't want to feel fake. I don't want to feel like I'm being fake when I do video games. So I think if I find something I genuinely like, it'll click. Racing games is one, but I do love a good story game where you can change the outcome with your decisions, and it's like a different ending. Those are amazing. Those are so crafted. Like, oh, one of my favorites, Detroit Become Human. That is so nice. I love the ability to craft a story of a machine feeling what it's like to be human. It's fascinating. Minecraft Legends? Interesting. Minecraft Legends. What is that like? I'm just gonna check on here really quick. Minecraft Legends. I'm checking on that right now to see what that is. Minecraft Legends. 4 months ago, so it just came out kind of recently this year. No kidding. Oh, okay. It's kind of like a meld. From what I'm seeing, it's like a meld of Roblox and Minecraft together. Ooh! There is a lot going on in there. Okay. From what I see, that does look pretty fleshed out. From the Minecraft I am used to seeing to that is pretty interesting. Stray, yes, I did see some Let's Plays with that. The thing is that there's supposed to be a secret ending that you can get. I'm not sure how you would get the secret ending, but I guess I could try playing Stray. Even though people have played it before, I think it has some replay value. And I've never played it, so the way I play it may be a little different than other people's versions of it. But hey, this looks pretty cool. Minecraft Legends. I think that might be kind of cool to try. Okay. Stray, yeah, I think, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I have OBS set up, and I also have Streamlabs. So I think I'll be good with that, and I have a proper webcam on, too. It's a little ring light. It's from, it's called Surf Oni, or Oni. I think the camera will be fine. And then my capture card should be okay. Because I'm concerned about lag. Not lag with the gameplay, because I can just adjust the settings with that, no big deal. The lag with my audio and my camera. Because I went into OBS Studio for one of my streams. It was called... What the frick was it called? Oh my gosh. Winds of Change, I think it was called. And it ended up... What happened was I was playing the game. On my computer screen, it looked fine. When I was capturing it for the live, the video gameplay was a little laggy, nothing too bad. I mean, it wasn't perfectly smooth, but it was my capture of my face on my well, I was using my phone then, and it was transmitting over to OBS through OBS Ninja. So that was probably a delay between my phone and the actual OBS capturing device recording my face and my audio. But I went in there to adjust lag with audio, and I could not get it to adjust enough. Like, I would speak, and then my voice would continue. Like, I'd be like, hey. So you're talking like this, and then it would be like that. It was just really weird. So my reactions weren't lining up with my face. I'm like, my audio doesn't sound right with my voice, my face. It was all whacked up. Oh yeah, you're fine, Bantha. If you gotta get off, I understand. I just want to get some stuff done here tonight, and hope you can join a little bit. You found your cat in your parents' room? Woohoo! Meow! Kitty, go meow! Kitty cat, go boom! Cat's knocking stuff off. Wait, this is tissue paper, isn't it? Yeah, this is basically the same thing as tissue paper. I'll take it. Tissue paper is tissue paper in my book. Tissue paper. My nose itches. Excuse me. Oh no, I don't want to start hiccuping during the stream. Oh no. No, I don't want to start hiccuping. That would be funny, but not funny at the same time, because it messes up my sewing. Gosh dang it, I don't want to have hiccups. Alright, sewing machine is on, everybody. Oh, let's do the thing. Let's sew. Sew like a boss. I hope this works. God, let this work. God, let this work. Oh my gosh, it has to work. Come on. Got this. Got this. No! My thread came out. My thread just came out of my needle. Gotta thread the needle. 1 second. My needle has a self-threader, which I'm so happy about. It's not an automatic one, but it saves so much time. It's one of the best inventions in the whole existence of the world. It's glorious. It's so glorious. Good, my threads are trailing. That is great. Just pop this under the presser foot. Quick. Okay. Bring this around. This way. Under the presser foot. Or whatever. That'll work. I'll take it. 3, 2, 1. First we have to do is lock the thread. Needle position down. I don't like my needle position to be up. Makes things harder for me a little bit. Okay, that's pretty solid. My stitch length right now, because I am sewing around such a small area on slippery fabric, is 2.0. I'm going to go 1.8. I'm going for a super short thread length. My thread width, like, it's staying dead center at 3.5, so it's right in the middle. I'm not doing any zigzag, it's just a straight stitch. Here we go. Mamma mia. Here I go again. Oh, frick, I didn't pin. I did not pin this. I feel like a failure. Let me pin this. What was I thinking? Let me pin this. What am I trying to do? You gotta pin your fabric. Come on, coaster. You're forgetting to pin your fabric. Gosh dang it. I can't believe I forgot to pin this. That is so unlike me. That is not like me at all to forget to pin something. I hope I can pin this without having to take it off the machine. It doesn't matter really how I pin it, as long as I pin it in some place on here. Okay, pinning can get really weird sometimes. I got it. I got it pinned. Okay, we're good now. Carry on. No harm done. I did it! Get back to sewing. That's a nice thing with this shorter thread length, is you can just sew a lot more accurately. Tissue paper is amazing because you can rip it off once you're done with it. And it allows your fabric to slide, and it keeps it from going down inside the machine. Sometimes your sewing machine likes to eat your stuff. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes you get a hungry sewing machine in there sometimes. Even if I don't sew this perfectly, I'm still going to have a really good stitch because I can always trim off the excess and make it look like it's balanced. So this does not need to be perfect the first time. But it is nice when it does work out like that, though. It really is pretty nice when it works. Take your time, no need to rush doing stuff like this. No rushies. And these paw pads will be stuffed as well. So I love stuffing things. Like, it's so good. Yeah, just take a little control, a few stitches, take up your piece, slide it around, like rotate it around your needle. Because your needle is only going to move up and down unless you program it, and then your fabric, just rotate it around that needle for your curves. Those curves in there. Also, when you are done with your pin, pull it out so you don't break your needle, because my needle's coming up to where my pin was in, and I don't want to break my needle. Oh yeah. Pin one more spot here really fast. Just kind of keep things in check. I'll take it. It's good enough. Actually, pin one more spot. Whoa! Frick. My foot was on the presser. I accidentally ran the machine. Watch out for that. Might have some accidents. think I messed up. But you know what? It's fine. Carry on. I'll be good. I'll be fine. Really was not what I was trying to do with this, but whatever. What am I going to do? What are you going to do? Okay, yeah, I recovered. It's fine. I was able to recover. I almost sewed my finger with the machine, so watch out for that. Oh yeah, you too, Whimsical. You have a good night. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I'll try to have streams earlier so I don't keep everybody up so late. I'm just working on stuff because I'm able to. That's kind of what it is. And I figured, hey, why not, you know, film a stream, you know, get something out of it too, because it's enjoy, it's some company. Maybe even show people how to sew something, you know, if you want to learn how to sew. I mean, if you want to, of course, if you want to. I can't offer a whole lot of help, but I can try my best. Dang it. There we go. I think I got it. Did I get it? I think so. I think we're back where we started, which is awesome. I think that's good. Let's see how we did. I'd be so nervous if I destroyed it, but let's see. I'll take it. I think it turned out okay. I think. About to see the results. See what we have. Yeah, Whimsical, have a good night. Tom and Miko, hi. I just sewed on the first paw, and we're removing the tissue paper. See what we got with the design. See how we did. I think it turned out okay. It might be a little off, but that's to be expected. This machine actually has, like, I don't know what it is, but no matter what I'm sewing, there's one area on the machine that always goes off, and it's in the right upper corner. If you're sewing something, it's always in the right upper corner. Now, granted, I did go off of there by accident when the machine started running away without me, and I think that's the spot. But you know what? It's fixable. It is totally fixable. How I fix spots like that is what I'll do is I'll cut off this excess thread that's sticking up. Cut all that off really quick. Get that cut off. Try to cut it off. Okay. I need my scissors. My scissors. Snippy snippies. Quippy, snippy snippies. Just try not to cut your fur by accident. Move all those. I have a knife, I can just use that. I'll just use the knife. Darn, I need something to drink, like a soda or something. I gotta stop eating soda. Drinking it, rather. Stop drinking soda. I met this person at a restaurant today, actually. When I was going over to the next town, I had to stop in and get some food, and this person was being polite and such, and brought us over a tray of food and such. And later when I was getting ready to leave, I was getting a refill for my drink, and I asked him as he walked by, I said, I couldn't help but notice your massively developed arms. I'm talking like arms that were like twice as big as mine, like so developed, so defined. I just asked him, like, do you work out regularly or something? And he's like, yeah, it's like 6 days a week. And then he told me that he was 17. I'm like, how? My gosh, like 17. He looks like looks like he's a built, like, late 20-year-old. I'm like, my gosh. I asked him, are you all natural? He's like, yeah, he's all natural. I'm like, I said, are you going for, like, a career with this? And he's like, yeah, he wants to be a professional bodybuilder. I'm like, that's amazing. Yeah. I was just, like, blown away with how, like, how fit some people can be at such a young age. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, very mature for his age, too. I was like, yeah. Because he's, I guess, technically still in school at that age. There we go. Has anyone been outside tonight? It's so cool and fresh outside. A Morris? Ooh. Special Boy. Hi, Special Boy. Hi, welcome to my little stream. Looks like most people have gone to bed for the rest of the night, but Amoris is a great game. Let me see what that is, actually. Let me check it out really quick here. Amoris. Let's see what Amoris is like. Wait a second, Amoris. Oh, is that a furry dating game? A furry dating simulator? Amoris. Amoris. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, I know what this is. I know what it is. I have not played it, by the way. I know a lot of people that have. Which is, I guess, fine. I know that YouTube, they put the censored version up. But from what I gather, there are some scenes that are quite spicy that actually are in the game. Excuse me. But, that would surely be an interesting experience, I'll say, for sure. Get my reaction or something, good grief. Because I am asexual, but that would probably get a unique response from me, for sure. Thank you for the suggestion. Hang on a second here. Yeah, I did mess up that spot, but it's fixable, and I know how to fix it, which is great. That's freaking awesome, because I can fix this. That makes me feel good knowing it's fixable! Like, totally fixable. I'm so glad it's fixable, because I was like wondering, like, oh no, it's ruined forever, oh my gosh. I'll never be a great artist anymore. Okay, good. So I got that stitch in. Let's go. That was weird. Oh, okay, I can do it that way. I did not realize that. Alright, I think we're good. I think we're golden. You love Sky? Ah, yes, Sky. Oh, who is Kite Windswept Wanderings? I do know a little bit about them because I am friends with their editor. They're the person that makes their videos, like, they'll go to cons and events, and then they'll give the raw footage to my friend that does the editing, and then they will give it back to them, and then Sky puts it on their YouTube channel. I will say this about their content. Let's see. I'm going to put this in the most bi-partial light possible. I think their content is a bit... I think it relies so much on the footage itself. I'm sure that they do. I have seen some of their stuff, and I think they do have some good content. But if that is what their channel is meant to be about, is posting con videos, then so be it. That is fine. What they're doing is just fine. The thing that I would say is I feel that some of their videos lacks originality in their voiceovers. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying that in a constructive way. A lot of their videos will have the same voiceover for 5 videos straight or 6 videos straight. And it says, you're about to go on an amazing adventure with hundreds of furry creatures from across the world. And it's very like when eventually you get to the point where you start showing the same stuff, that it's kind of, I don't know, it needs a fresh take, I think. I think it definitely needs a fresh take. I think the more footage of Kite being in those places, showing different things, and I think he has done that in some of the more recent videos. I think that is a good way to go. I think it's a step in the right direction. But like I said, I'm not going to say too much about his channel, just from what I have experienced. I'll say this much, he's kicking out more content than I am, so I got to give him his respect for that. Because he's my rival! I'm actually amazed with how many conventions and just how many furry activities he can attend. I don't know how he does it. There are sometimes these suspiciously wealthy furries out there. I'm not one of them by far. I'm definitely not one of them. But some people can just go to all these events and just make all this content and then give these footages that they filmed, give it to someone else to edit. They don't have to do any of the editing work, and then they get that back, and then they upload it. It's like such a clean-cut way to go, and that does sound nice. I did try something like that once, and I was not satisfied with the work that I was getting back from the editing, because it didn't have my style. It didn't have the touch I was looking for it. And I'm thinking that maybe it's because I do more with that. I do better with behind the scenes and the hands-on. So maybe I should be a video editor and make revenue that way, and then take that revenue, then I can attend events. Yeah, because it's hard to record like cons and conventions when you can't afford to go to them. So I am slightly, I will just go ahead and admit, I think I am slightly low-key jealous of Kite, but that's really no way to be, because I mean, it's not his fault. It's not his fault I'm not kicking out as much content as he is. But I do envy him slightly, just a little bit. I do envy Kite's ability to produce tons of content, and like, yeah, because like he had less subscribers than I did, and now he has like 2,000 more. I'm like, well, I mean, I guess he earned them, you know. I guess the part that made me a little kind of jealous was the part about like how when you have like basically you got footage, let me slap some audio over top of it. I feel like there wasn't as much effort put into it on his part as there was the editor, and just the overall like how much work is it to do an audio for something versus actually like, yeah. So anyway, that's just my take on it though, you know, just my opinion. Yeah. But I am trying to take some pointers from that. I want to use this as learning experiences to actually get better at what I do. And my biggest thing of why I don't create as much content as, let's say, the next person or Kite is partially because I work a lot. I don't have the money to not work. And then I don't have a lot of time to actually create the videos, to actually edit them. And also, I forgot to mention, plus I have an editor that absolutely just sucks dirt. My editing software, rather, not editor. Editing software sucks dirt, not an editor. I don't have an editor right now. No. But once I get a better editing software, which I'm going to go with Adobe Premiere Pro, I'm going to go back with that, or try something else. I'll have more content coming out more regularly, because I don't have a shortage of ideas. I have too many ideas, and I can't get them all filmed in time. And one of those difficulties was the software. The software was just atrocious. So yeah, it held up some of my progress. But things will get better. I have faith in the channel, and I appreciate your support, and I think I'll get better. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, you have a good night, Jude Lampatelli. You have a very good night. Yeah, thanks for dropping in. Thank you. Yeah. Yep. If any of you are still here, I'm going to keep working on these until I get them done. So feel free to stick around for a little bit. There's no rush for you to whatever, unless you need to go to bed, then that's totally understandable. I'm just glad you're here to join me as we finish up these paws. Help save the day. Gotta save the day, everybody. Save the world. Do it for the vine. I think that's enough. I think we did it correctly. Yeah, I think we're good. Yes! We did it. We fixed it. Fixed the problem with the paws. We fixed them. See, a little persistence can go a long way. It works. Okay, so that's basically what happens when you use the paper, the tissue paper. It tears away, but it also allows you to sew a much better line, because it causes your fabric to not sink down inside the feed dogs. And yes, they are called feed dogs on a sewing machine. I know, who could have named it that? Surely not the creator. Yeah, this looks so much better. Yes. Seam Ripper, I need you. Come forth. Where are you? Seam Ripper! I gotta go hunt the Seam Ripper, everybody. Oh, never mind. Found it. Exciting. I found the Seam Ripper. Sorry. I have to fix my pants and my shirt. Got it. So what I have to do for this, because I sewed incorrectly the first time, and I am now fixing it, I need... Gosh, I hope I got that to close. Dang it, I want to sew it close really fast, so my seams don't come undone, just in case. Just in case. Because you never know what could happen in this wacky world of sewing. Wacky world of sewing. What's my battery percentage? 13%? That'll never do. Gotta fix that. So this is like my own way of locking my stitch down. Because yes, I think it's locked, but I have concerns. I feel like it might not be locked as it should be. And I don't want that to happen, because then my sewing will fall apart. And then I'll cry. Definitely don't want to cry about it. Poke that through, and then just lock it down, and we should be golden. Ooh, I really did sew this. I can hardly see where I was sewing originally. Darn, I hope my seam ripper works. I think it'll be fine. And then we just lock it off, lock it down with one more stitch. There we go. Whoop. Frick, 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 frick. What have I done? What have I done? Dang it, I messed up. Hang on a second. I can fix that. think that'll do. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Heck yeah. My fursuit head's really cool. Thank you. Thank you. I made it myself. I made it back in 2017. And I've just been giving it upgrades throughout the years. If it needs a refresh, I give it a refresh or add features to it, like the eyelashes. Those have been added, so try to keep things going strong. Thank you. Thank you very much. And if you've ever been in, if you've ever seen some of my other videos where I am doing things, I also have a, I use my fursuit voice in that video, in those videos. Because like my normal voice is about right in this range, but if I want to do a fursuit voice, I kind of raise my voice up here a little bit, so it's a little less down on my chest and a little more up in my head, so it sounds, yeah. Just try to keep it up there, so. Plus, I sound like I'm angry when I'm talking in my normal voice. Like, I don't want to sound angry in my videos. Okay, so we got that part done. Looks pretty good. Now we're getting rid of the old seam, the old one that I messed up. Simple as just running your seam ripper through and popping that old seam, just like that. Heck yeah. Very nice, very nice. There we go. And we go over here and get rid of the old seam. Because it should pop right up now with no issues, no hang-ups. There it goes. Awesome. See, the last time I did something like this, as I was saying, the last time I did something like this, I did not sew the hand paws on, like the paw pads. I actually just glued them on. Because I was in a rush, because they were for me, they were not for a customer. I would never, ever, ever do that for a customer. Never glue on hand paws. No, 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 no. No, only silicone hand paws are the ones I would glue on. But for fleece, I did it because I was going to a parade, a fursuit parade. And it was the next day, and I had no hand paws. So I whipped up a batch of these in one night in my hotel room before the parade. And I was just up there in the middle of the night just sewing. I was like, I gotta hurry. I was like sewing up hand paws. It was so like race against the clock kind of thing. And it worked. I actually did manage to get them done. The old hand paws are back there behind me. You see them right back here. I lift up the camera. See them back there behind my head? Right there. Those are the old ones. Those are the ones you see in almost all of my videos where I'm wearing my fursuit. Those are the gloves. Pop that down here so you can see back to what I was sewing, because my face is not interesting. People want to see the sewing. The sewing! Let's see here. One of my favorite furry YouTubers would be, says Pup Shelly. Yes, I do like her content. I really do like her content. Aw, she's a sweetheart. Yeah, I feel like for a while she wasn't making many videos, and now they're showing back up on my feed again. Hope she's doing okay. Yeah. My cat is meowing her head off because she wants to become pregante, and we're not going to let that happen. And she's upset about it. We gotta get her, gotta take her to get fixed. We just can't quite afford it yet. But yeah, she's in heat, and she's meowing her head off. Yeah, let me see. My sewing scissors, I know they're somewhere. I'm just trying to locate my sewing scissors. Oh, here they are. I found them. These boys, right here, these bad boys. Good stuff. Oh, like sneak over here really fast. I'm actually going to grab a drink, folks. I will be right back. I'm just grabbing a drink. A beverage.
Hi there. What are you doing? What are you doing, kitty? What's the kitty doing? What are you doing? Kitty? Are you being a noisy cat? Are you being a good big fat cat? Look at something. It's a nice little kitty. Wee! Wee!
We'll be right back with some more video. Why does the sink smell like eggies? It smells like eggies.
Everybody down, everybody wild. I'm fantastic, it's fantastic, it's fantastic.
Just grab the drink, everybody. Jesus, take the wheel.
Take it from my hand.
All those
Ooh, tree. Is that a tree? Oh my gosh. It is.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry it took so long. I have returned with sponsored by Coca-Cola. Maybe. Okay. I'm gonna do the big sit here. Whew. Alright, what's my phone at? I need to make sure the charging. It's at 7%. I need to plug in my phone. Oh my gosh. Or like my stream will freaking die. Okay. Phone is plugged in. And it is now charging, so. Stream will not die on my watch. Not today. Okay. But now my sewing machine is dead because yeah. That's how these plugs work. It's really weird. I wonder if I turn off my ring light. Let me see if I turn off my ring light. Would that change anything? Also, why is my camera so weird? Yeah, now it's in focus. I'm turning off the ring light just to see what happens. You can still kind of see me. It's kind of a softer vibe too. Not as harsh. So if I turn it this way... Oh, now it's just making me get tripped out. Oh my gosh. Okay, turn it a little bit. Okay, I think I could deal with that. I think that'll work. Yes, I'm pouring Coca-Cola into a Pikachu glass. Cat? Oh my gosh. My cat Sunbeam was trying to devour my paper. There. And I always like go. Watch me spill this all over my work area. Now, I would never do this for a commissioner, like a person commissioning me. I would never have a drink right in my work area like this. That's like a... What the heck is that cat doing? Hey! Hey! Don't scratch those. Those are leather. Don't scratch those. That whistle gets her to leave, for some reason. That whistle specifically gets her to leave. It's very odd. I'm not sure how it does that, but... Yeah, she cannot be doing that. Okay, yeah, the phone is charging. I just hope it doesn't continue to drop in charge. I should put, did you say I should put Pepsi in the Coke glass? Hang on a second. Let me see this here. Oh, you're really welcome, really cool guy. Yeah, you're very welcome. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, you're very welcome. I want to remove this can out of here because this does not look good having a can. I have a trash can here, though, that I keep under the table for such emergencies. Keeping the place tidy. Darn it, I can't drink this. I need a straw. Let me grab a straw. We're cultured, after all. We are not barbarians, we are cultured. I just wanted one straw. Just one. There we go. Got it. Oof. Gosh. There we go. There we are. It's my first soda of the day, actually. I'm not normally a soda drinker. It's like, recently I just started getting, like, I don't know, depression. It really does taste good, though, so. My job, actually, I think it's because where I work, I work at a grocery store, so it kind of like the temptation to want to like grab a case of soda is so much greater when you're right there in the area where the product is sold. It's renegade straw trying to jump out of my drink. Okay, back to the sewing, back to the creating, because I've done enough talking. We need to get creating. Oh yeah, thank you. Fursuit head is really cool. Yes, another coaster stream. The Furry Fandom 123. That's right, you know it. You know it. Heck yeah. Yeah, I'm making Coaster's hand paws, so you get to see all this happen. I just sewed on the first digit. I already have the palms done. The palms are all done. And I'm going to stuff them. I'm going to stuff the paws. Because heck, why not? Why not, you know? You gotta stuff the paws. They're just the right size, too. I'm really happy they turned out so nice. Okay, this part takes some trickiness to get it right. So you want to snip off the big bulks first, but be careful to not snip the hand paw behind it. So tug, pull, check, tug, slice, pull, check. Hear the sound of that fabric. There we go. So you always cut larger than what you need and start trimming away. Helps with accuracy. Really does. And you need it with a big pair of scissors like this. Like, these are freaking huge. Like, compared to what I used to use a tiny little pair of scissors. The blades were only like that long. These blades are this long, so bigger handle too. And it's spring-loaded, so you don't get fatigue. Is that cool? Spring-loaded handle. The brand I'm using is Fisker. Fisker brand. Not the car brand, the sewing thing. Tree. Music. I'm reading your emojis that you posted. What does that say? Oh. Whoa, did I miss all these? Oh, yeah. Very special person. Very special. Well, that's okay. Hey, it's not. Hey, if you fell asleep at one of my streams, that's kind of a compliment, because I hope it was because you felt relaxed, and just, you know, hope you felt good. I hope you felt good when you fell asleep. I hope you had some good rest. So don't worry about it. If you fall asleep, that's fine. You know, I'm just here to make fursuit stuff and, you know, hang out with people and if you fall asleep, you know, so you fall asleep. It's okay. It happens. It happens. Everybody gets tired. It's understandable. You know, I get tired too. I don't think I would ever fall asleep in one of my own streams, but I would feel so embarrassed if I did. You'd all probably be laughing. Maybe. I don't know, you might not be laughing. I'd be kicking myself at the end of it though if I had done that. This part can be a little messy because you will have a lot of loose bits. But it's worth it. All this. I find that if you cut on this edge of the scissors, it seems to work better. If you cut this way, instead of this way, cut with the flat edge on the left side of your fabric. This would be the beveled edge on your right side. Make it so the flat edge is on your left side. So, because you can get closer and you can see underneath your fabric this way. So you can always check to make sure you're not cutting the fabric under it by accident. It's a little trick I learned. It helps me out. And also, just like with sewing, just slowly rotate your fabric as you go, so you don't miss anything or whatever. There we go. I can't wait till this is all done. I get to stuff the paws too. That makes me happy. Very happy. Alright, let's see what we have. I have a lint roller here, so this is going to be a godsend. Oh yeah, look at that. Get all that loose fur and material. Heck yeah. Now you may notice it's a little ragged looking still. That's fine. Just trim it up a little bit more. Yeah. Because this being the kind of fabric it is, you're going to have a little raggedness. Just a little bit of raggedness. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. I'll trim that sucker right up. Now, when I'm doing this fine-tuning, now I am doing it with the bevel on the right side of the fabric. And that's because I'm no longer cutting flush with the... I'm no longer curving the edge, I'm refining the edge. So to get your general shape, I use the flat edge on the left side. But if I'm refining my edge, I go beveled edge. The shiny edge, the bevel, on the right side. So you may do it however you wish, but this is the way that works best for me, like the one that seems to really work. I can get rid of all that extra bulk, and it makes it look so much more crisp, so much more crisp. And that makes me happy. I think that looks pretty solid. I think we're just going to leave that as it is, so I don't overwork the piece. One more little spot down here, though. Pretty solid. Okay. A little more shaping. Alright, I think that paw is done. I hope it looks good. I hope it does. One thing I don't want is I don't want to have square paws. I don't want the paw pads to look squarish. I'll take it. I'll take it. It does not need to look perfect because when I wear them, the fabric stretches and it will actually shape to my hand. It will conform to the shape of my hand. So I'm happy about that. I will check comments here in just a moment. Remove the lint from the floor. This stuff's pretty good. You can really get a lot of material with it. Frick. I can just damage that. Now it's fine. I'd say, from the way this lint roller is pulling on this fabric, I don't think I want to use it directly on the fabric. Because it seems to kind of tug on it too hard, harder than I would like. And I don't want to mess up that crisp edge I have. So, no lint roller on the fabric. Just on the work area. Okay, good. Alright. Lint roll my waist, my legs. Computer's doing pretty well with battery life, so that's a good sign. There we go. Alright. I'll put the battery down to safe mode so we can save energy.
Energy.
Let's see how the comments are doing here. Retired photo protector. Hello. Let's see. Paws look really good. Oh, thank you, thank you. They're only going to look better as we go on with this. So yeah, that's what we have so far. So they remind me so much of the old ones, but yet they look just like different. They just look a lot better. I think they look a lot better than the old ones. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. Oh, really cool guy, you gotta go? Okay, that's totally fine. I appreciate you dropping by. Thank you. Really do appreciate you dropping by. Thank you so much. Oh, Coke is so good. What I want to do right now... My gosh, excuse me. That was very rude of me. I'm so sorry about that. So what I want to do is I want to plug the sewing machine back in because I don't need to worry about the light dying or the camera dying anymore. So we'll just be plugging in the sewing machine. There we go. Because when you're drawing dual power, it seems to take a tax on one of the devices. Okay, back into position. Let's do this like a boss. Like a boss. Here we go. The rest of these are drawn on here, so I don't have to worry about redrawing those. Oh, excuse me. The big burpees. So the idea for this, of course, is like wax paper is going to keep my fabric from getting stuck in the sewing machine. Why am I hiccuping now? I don't need hiccups. No. Anything but that. No, no hiccups. Hiccups are possessed. They're possessive, perverse. I don't know, there's something.
Possessive.
Get possessed by a fox spirit. Become fox. Become foxo. Remember last time I forgot to pin this? Well, I want to pin it this time for sure. I'm not going to forget this time. So, We got our fabric, make sure it's going the right way. Sure. This looks like the right way. They said it was the right way, so we'll take it. We'll take it. Lay the thingy down. Pin the thingy, because we're not forgetting to pin. Not this time. Hey, I was going to read your comment here. Oh, how much would it cost to get a fursuit made? Sorry I wasn't catching up in the comments. Sorry about that. I'll answer your question, even though you may not be in the stream, because I think it's a good question. How much would it cost to get a fursuit? It can cost anywhere from free all the way up to the most I've seen a fursuit sell for, I think, was $20,000 or $25,000. So you can absolutely get one at just about any price. It's going to be cheaper if you make it yourself. It's always going to be cheaper if you make it yourself. Get materials on sale. Use what little pieces there are. Use your scraps. Buy scraps if you have to. That's going to save huge in the end. Start off with small parts. Start off with partials. You can get a head, hand paws, and a tail. The bigger the bodysuit, the bigger the price tag. Practice on smaller parts too, so if you try the bigger one, you don't end up like making a lot of costly mistakes. And then if you really want to have a lot of the work already done for you without having to break the bank at all, fursuit blanks or bases are really great. Resin head bases, blanks like those are great. They're already shaped. All you got to do is put fur on them and shave the fur. Come up with your design. That's really all there is. You don't have to do any of the carving of the foam. It's super straightforward. It saves you time, saves you money. You can get a great look without looking amateurish. You can make it look really good. Oh, hi, welcome back. I don't think you missed a whole lot. I just finished sewing on one of the paw pads. I'm about to sew on the second one. That one is already done. But I was discussing how expensive fursuits are, and like basically, like which is the better way to go if you want to buy one. Like if you want one, cost. Let's see. Someone here says, hold on. Furry fan of 123. I wish I could make a fursuit. My mom says it's weird, so I can't get the materials I need. I would say that if your mom thinks it's weird, that's her own opinion. She can have her opinion on what she wants. The thing is, if it's something you really want to do, you can express that with her, that you want to be creative and you want to make something that's fun. You should be allowed to be creative and exercise your creative abilities. You can use that as a reason. If you can't afford the materials, and you know, like if you want to do chores or if you want to try to earn money by doing some work for a neighbor, show your mom that you really want to do this. You really want to create something. That you want to express yourself. You want to express your imagination, and one of those ways is through creating something and having it be there, made with your own hands. Think of it as an art piece, as a project. You could even think of it as a school project. If you want to write a paper about it, you can use it as a school project. And that way it can be homework. So that way it's no longer just something that you want just because you want to make it. It's actually something that's educational. So you kill two birds with one stone. Like, that's a really great way to actually get a parent to say yes about something. Like, as if you get a teacher to give you an assignment about something, then the parent's like, oh, well, I guess I really should comply since it's for the education of my child. I mean, that's something you can try. And if you don't see any ways to go about it, you can try earning money through art commissions or doing some kind of a service for someone, some kind of, like if you draw, earn money through your art. There's Telegram, you can go on the marketplace, you can get commissions through Twitter, you can get commissions even through YouTube. Post on your community post, make a video of the stuff you make, say how they can contact you can earn money that way. There's different ways to go about it. Of course, if you're underage, if you're not working, it is a lot harder to get the things you need, the materials to build a fursuit. But that's my suggestion. I don't know if it helps you, but hopefully it can give you some kind of insight on where to start. Furry protector, a retired furry protector. I think I will pass away alone if no one knows what I did. No one will be there to bury me or see me for the last time. Why are you saying that exactly? Are you okay? Is something wrong? Are you in a bad place? Because if you are, don't do anything rash. If you need someone to talk to, I am here to talk with you. I'm here to talk with you, you know. If something's on your mind, I'll listen. If you need someone to talk to, I am here. Because, you know, if you're feeling that bad and you feel like you're going to, like, do something that you may regret, or something you feel like you need to do, or whatever the case is, let's talk about it. You know, you've got all the time in the world now, right? So let's talk about it. If something's on your mind, if you've got something bothering you that bad that you're saying that in the comments, spend some time with me here. Let's talk about it. Because any of the problems that we have now while we're here on this earth are fixable, except when our life is over, like when our life ends. We can't do anything about that. But all of the above, those things are fixable. So let's talk about it. Yeah, retired furry protector. If you need someone to talk to and you don't want to be alone, because it doesn't sound like you want to be alone, I'm here to listen, okay? I'm going to be here for a while. Fursuit building, but I'm also here to talk with all of you. Julia Sealy, or Seal? Is it Seal or Soleil? I want to make sure I'm pronouncing your last name there, but thank you so very much. It's kind of, I guess I've always been soft-spoken, but also my experience with going on like a, not a plant diet, but I think I was experimenting with natural ways to get estrogen in my diet, and I think it has softened my voice up a little bit. I definitely don't have the kind of voice I did when I was a teenager. Because when I was a teenager, it was just a lot more obnoxious. So, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Try to see what else here. Yeah. Whoop. Yeah, I am pinning the rest of this design together with my, I'm trying to pin it without ruining it, but I think we've got this. Yeah. This is, I think it's called Bubble Fleece or something. I think it's called Bubble, maybe it's, I don't know. It's something really very similar to fleece. Very, very, very similar. So, yeah. It should sew really nice. It's pretty good stuff. I think we're in good hands. Yeah, we're in pretty good hands. I can't wait till autumn gets here. I love autumn. It's my favorite season. Autumn, winter, spring, and then summer. My favorites. Why is winter my second favorite? Because of the purity of the air. The crisp. You can feel the cold. You can feel it to your bone. It's almost cleansing. It's almost a tranquil place. It's like almost as if your thoughts can be pure and just your imagination can just get to the heart of your emotions. It's just something about it. I feel like I can connect with my spirit when it's iced over. It's like as if the world was crystal glass. like, one day I hope I can visit a place maybe like Antarctica, or even just Mount Everest, just some place where it's a land of ice and snow. Because I feel such peace. But I also feel like a lot of like dark emotion too, but it's so complicated. It's really weird. Just hear the echo of my voice off the ice chasms and canyons. Watching March of the Penguins definitely helped with that feeling. It's a good movie. Have any of you ever seen the movie March of the Penguins? I saw it in the theaters when it came out. I really did like it. It's a documentary, but it's relaxing. Narrated by Morgan Freeman. Good narrator. Timeless voice. He's looked the same since 1985. Oh, okay. Julie Sinet. Your last name is the German word for soul. Oh, I'm really glad to know that. Thank you. Thank you. I like knowledge. Learning things from people. Oh my gosh. I gotta save my cat. She's chewing on a wire. Oh my gosh. Kitty. That's not food. Kitty, that's not food. Oh my gosh. She was chewing on this USB wire. Like she straight up had it in her mouth. She was going to town on it. Oh my gosh. I know you're excited, but you have a toy over here. Go play with your toy carrot. This is oh my gosh, Coach Green is the first person to know actually shares the key for someone they only just met. Jude, Lampatelli, I mean, when it comes down to it, like, what kind of a person would I be if I didn't try to help in some way? I mean, not everybody is a great person. I mean, I'm not the greatest person there is. When I see somebody struggling, it makes me feel like, what if I was that person? Wouldn't I want somebody to ask if I was okay? Wouldn't I want that in return? And I know what it feels like when you're feeling down on your luck and when you feel like there's nothing worth living for, and it's a terrible feeling. And it really does make a difference when somebody asks if you're okay or just asks if they can do anything. So there's a lot of relatability to that. Plus, I feel like the way to be a good person or to make a difference is by making a difference, by actually just, instead of, like, talking about all the bad things in the world and just, like, talking about, man, I wish I could do something, it's like, just do something. Like, even if it's small, even if you just ask someone how their day is going. I feel like it can make a big difference. I know, kitty, I know. I took away your wire. This cat will chew on anything. Like, anything. She chews on shoes, she chews on everything. Like, I think she's part dog or something. I just don't want her to, like, hurt herself, like chewing on, like, electrical wire or something. I didn't do the proper setting. There we go. Fixed it. Alright, getting back to this. Getting back into the swing of things. Oh man, this is really going to be tricky for me. But I think I've got it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yeah! Kitty, I know. Where are you? Oh. We're working on it. We're working on it. I'll get you a toy here in a minute. But I don't know what you want to play with. Where's your carrot? She has a toy carrot we got her, and I don't know where she put it. Where's your carrot at? What happened?
Where'd your carrot go, baby? Where'd you take your carrot?
I also just remembered I have to fix this little thing right here. There we go. Good as new. Yeah, I forgot to pin a certain spot on this fabric, but I fixed it.
You okay? You okay?
Don't chew on the... That wire's live. Don't chew on that one. Kitty, no. Yes, it is. Your name is pretty. It is a pretty name. Yeah. If anyone would like to know what my actual last name is, there's 2 ways to pronounce it, maybe even 3. I don't use it for my channel. But my last name is actually, you have to roll the R in the name. But the name is Cintron. Cintron. It goes, you should roll the R, so it's Cintron. Cintron. So you go like, if I say my full name, like, I'll just say, like, I'll say it once. It goes, it's Kyle Wilfredo Cintron. Kyle Wilfredo Cintron. Just roll that R. It's Puerto Rican. And it's actually the middle name. My middle name is actually like my dad's name. It's interesting. I didn't even know that, but like that's actually like his first name, and he's actually a junior. Like I thought, what? You're actually like the second? That's kind of cool. I'm having trouble rolling the R a little bit because I have some dental stuff in my mouth, so rolling my R's is a little harder than normal. Rolling my R's, but I can roll my R's for a long time. I want to learn Spanish because, like, I just feel kind of silly not knowing Spanish because, like, my dad, like, had to learn English, so I feel kind of silly not knowing Spanish. But yeah, but one day I'll pick it up. My mate knows Spanish. Like my mate, she knows Spanish pretty well. Like if I have a question about a Spanish word, she'll answer it for me. That's kind of cool. Okay, that's looking pretty solid. I might be able to actually just go around that part, maybe. Take that pin out because we don't want to break a needle. It'd be mortifying if I broke a needle. I'm just so glad I can see where I'm going with this thread this time. Like last time I couldn't really see very well. It's working. It's working. You're making progress. Progresso. Making much progresso. It's coming along, boys and girls. It's coming along. Ruh-oh, Raggy. Hang on a second. Is this? Oh, that's not attached yet. Oh, I should put a pin in there. When you got such a small area like this, pinning is kind of tricky. Sometimes you should pin, sometimes you shouldn't pin. Pinning is a science. There is a science behind it. be okay, though. Yeah, we got this. We got this. That's right. Excuse me? Would any of you like to see the kitty cat? She's right here, and she wants me to pick her up. Come here. Are you clean? Okay, I made sure she was clean. She's clean. Here you go. This is the Sunbeam. This is the orange gremlin known as Sunbeam. She's almost a year old. And she wants cuddles and chocolate. You want to say hi to the peoples? Want to say hi to the friends? Want to say hi? Yeah, look at the camera. Yeah. Look at the friends. Yeah. There you go. That's a good snack. Yes. You're being a good girl. You're being a good girl. Hmm? You like this? Yes. It's very good. Very good. I can smell her flea collar. My gosh. Oh yeah. She is so affectionate. My goodness, you can rub her belly and she's fine with it. Yes. Yeah. There you go. You like being held? You like that? Yeah. I gotta put you down now. I gotta get back to work, okay? Back to work. You got hair all over me. That's what this is for. Lint roller. When we first found her, though, she didn't shed like this. Now she's like shedding a lot more. I guess because she had kitten fur and now she's got her adult fur. Which is still kind of odd because I think she's Maine Coon. I didn't think Maine Coons shed very much. Who knows? One more drink of my drink. Drink of my drink. Very orange. She is a one brain-celled cat, and she's a girl cat, which is rare. Like, there's only 20% of orange cats that are female. We found one. She found us, we found her. Yeah, she was still a kitten. And it's like somebody just dropped her off outside of a restaurant. We're just like, hello? And she's like, meh. I'm like, what are you doing here? She's like, I don't know. I just got dropped off here. It's like, do you need some food? It's like, I didn't know what to do, so we tried to find out who were, like, if somebody, what the heck happened, and then we tried to find somebody to take her in to, like, the vet or something, or, like, the animal shelter. We couldn't find anybody, so we're like, oh my gosh, should we keep her? So we sat there and waited for my mate to come back with some cat litter from the store. And then we basically like, well, we've got what we need. Let's take her home. And then we just kind of took it from there. The first night was kind of rough because she would not stop meowing like all night long. And then like 2 nights in, 3 nights in, she was fine. And she was right at home. Yeah, she's something else though. She's a goofball sometimes. Orange is your favorite color? Very good, very good. I haven't heard many people say that, really. So, glad to hear that. Thank you. I'm sure she'll appreciate that. Oh, there's a pin still in there. Oh, frick. Oh, alright. I guess that's fine. I will just tread lightly, I suppose. Or something. Well, how the heck am I supposed to get that out of there? Hang on a second. Oh, duh. I could just pull it out. What was I so worried about? Huh? I don't know. Sometimes I get worried too much about stuff. Yeah, I'm just going nice and slow with it so I don't mess up anything. Oh my gosh, my wax paper's almost out. Trying to put some more wax paper into there. I mean, tissue paper. What the frick am I saying wax paper for? Why? Okay. And remove this one. Gosh, I hope it didn't mess this up. I feel like I didn't do as good of a job on this one. Like I said, you can always shape them a little bit. Shape them up. Make them look better. Where are we at here? I can't really see. I think we're looking okay. I think we're alright. I can't see a darn thing. I will have to swing the light over. It's like it creates a shadow. Oh, we're right on point. Okay, cool. Had to make sure it was right on point. We're good. I think we're good. I'm just going to take this off and see how I did, because I think we're okay. But I feel like I'm starting to oversew my area. I don't need that. I don't want to oversew it. Alright, let's go ahead and... Let's not overdo that. Okay, let's check it out, see how we did. I think I did alright. Yeah, looks pretty good. I think we nailed it. I think we actually got it perfect. I'm so happy! You find the color mahogany more more extinguished? And special, yet we are all free to carry on our own opinion. Yes, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Do you mean distinguished? How does on begin the fursuit building process, assuming they have ref sheet? How does one begin the fursuit building? Well, you want to, first of all, make sure your ref sheet is safe for work, and you should look up fursuit photos of fursuits that are already made. And you should then see who the makers are of those fursuits. And then you should see if they have slots open and what their prices are and what their terms of service are. Because you want to make sure the quality is to your liking, you want to make sure that the price range is in your budget, and you want to make sure that the the quality of the work is consistent. You want to make sure it matches those things. So style, price range, quality. Turnaround time too. If you want, some makers are super fast with their turnaround times, therefore they can cost more, but sometimes people have the extra money. If you want a really exotic style, you can look out of the country for makers that are outside of the country. Like I know that, I know K-Line is something that's quite hard to get. That's quite an exotic brand. And then, of course, some commissioners, like some fursuit builders, require a down payment, so you should be able to provide that to hold your position in a slot. Read their terms of service before beginning, so you make sure you understand that there may be some charges later on for like shipping or extra materials or whatever ends up happening. yeah, just do your research in that regards, because I cannot straight up say, oh, pick this maker or pick this maker, because you might not be able to afford it, or they may not be open, or they just may not be your style. Like my fursuit, I made myself. I've made 3 fursuits. I'm working on a 4th, and then soon a 5th. Yeah, I mostly just do commissions. If I do any kind of commissions, I do small ones, because I don't have a lot of time to put into building a complete full body fursuit with all the bells and whistles. But yeah, just do your research, and you will eventually find what suits your fancy. Now, if I could tell you some of my favorite fursuit makers that I've seen that I like, I can tell you some of the ones that I've seen that I like. I think it's Made for You is one. That's not my most favorite, but that's one. Splinter Fox Productions is another. Mixed Candy, I do like some of their work. Who else? Gosh dang it, let me think. Beauty of the Base. One-Eyed Doe is another one. One-Eyed Doe Creations, those are pretty nice. I do like theirs. Who else? Some others. I just can't think of them all right now. Oh, Glitzy Fox. Those, I love theirs. They're probably one of my favorites. A lot of people really do just pour over their work. It's so pretty. I think Tiny Badger, the YouTuber streamer Tiny Badger, takes part in creating with Glitzy Fox. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're quite all right, Kenneth. You're quite all right. I appreciate you asking your questions. Thank you so very much. Thank you. I do appreciate a good questionnaire like that. Yeah. It allows me to think and actually try to come up with appropriate answers for you. Yeah, I like to help where I can. I might not be the best at it, but I do what I can through my experience. Boy. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I've made 3 of them. Yeah, the fursuit heads I've made so far, I've made mine, which is a blue Arctic T-Fox. I've made an orange citrus pup, and my cat is shaking my camera. Excuse me. I've made a black house cat with glowing eyes. Excuse me. And teeth. The teeth, they look pretty good. Magnetic tongue. I try to make this a signature trademark of my fursuit heads when I make them, and that is adding vents in the ears. I'm trying to make that one of my signature trademarks when I create fursuits. So yeah, and they look really good. They actually blend in well. They insulate super well. They're good for keeping you cool. They help you hear in the fursuit head, so it's not all muffled. Yeah, just overall, it's a good feature to have. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, we're trimming off those rough chunks, those big chunks. Just check it out right here. Make sure you watch those edges. Yeah. Alright, that'll work for a starter at that point. Like, this is the part that will take the longest with creating these, is trimming these little tiny digits. That's the part that would take the longest. The other parts, it's going to just be like boom, 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 and it's all done. Because we'll be sewing on the machine. It'll just be lightning fast. It'll be so much faster. It's already looking good. I'm so happy. So happy we're doing this together. Coming along. Get to do some trimming, some trimming, some trimming. Go. That looks pretty solid. I have some spare time, also able to join in for a bit. Cool. Really cool guy. Awesome. Join in a little bit. Time for another drink of Coke. Coca-Cola. Oh. Glug glug. Very good. Needed something to keep me going. A little drink. Very refreshing. What's my battery at? 24%. I'll take it. It's going up in percentage, by the way. It's not going down, it's going up. Big pause. Oop, I cut off a little too much fur in that spot. Oops. But we're good, we're good. Oh, dang it. I cut off a little too much. That's my first kind of big mistake that I can't fix. But it's fine. It's fine. That's the only mistake we're making tonight, or we're in good hands. Like, we're in really good hands if that's the only mistake I made. It happens. I had a little too much gusto when I was sewing that on. But yeah, it's fine. Doesn't look that bad either. Not too bad. This is that part where you just kind of carve it, sculpt it. It's pretty dope. How are we looking here? Let's see. You know what? I wonder. I think it's alright, but these pads look kind of chunky to me. A little chunky. Pads might need to lose a little weight. Paw pads. I don't mind them a little chunky, but that's a little too chunky. Okay. Dang it. Mother trucker. There we go. Sorry I talk to myself sometimes. I mean, hey, what can I say? Some people sing to themselves sometimes, so I don't see any problem with talking to yourself. You might get a good answer, you know? So that one's done. So we got 2 down, 3 to go on this one. Heck yeah. Shake off the excess, because I have a lint roller, so I can just pick that right up. No problems. Okay. Shaky, 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 shaky. Shaky, 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 shaky. Shaky. Why did I just breathe on that? I just blew it everywhere. That's what lint rollers are for. Woohoo! Wait, I think I'm rolling more lint on myself than I'm picking it up. Hang on a second. There we go. Thank God for lint roller. Lint roller! Lint roller! Lint roller? Okay. Awesome sauce. We're back in action. Back in action and ready to save the day. Heck yeah. The fabric, I think it's called... I think it's called plush fleece, but... I'm trying to think what that's called. I think some people call it super soft luxe velvets. I don't think that's the proper name for it. I have my receipt here. I can actually look up what it was. Okay, my receipt here tells me. Wait a second. Oh. Wait, that's not it. Black plush? That's not black plush. I gotta look up the exact name for it. Okay, basically, after, alright, going off the top of my head from what I can recall of the stuff being called, I think it's called, Bubble Plush Fleece, I think it's called. Well, there's no bubbles in it, apparently, but I think it's called that. It's not Minky, because Minky doesn't look like that. Minky comes to little peaks at the point. It's super soft, though, and it's the kind of stuff you would find in bathrobes, like the stuff you wrap yourself in. It's super soft, super lightweight. It just feels nice, like really nice. And it does brush out a little bit. Like, if you brush it one way, it'll go flat. If you brush it the other way, it flares up. So, kind of reminds me a little bit of microfiber, kind of. A little bit like microfiber. Lint roller. Oh, you're right in front of the face. Okay, cool. But I would recommend it for lightweight projects. But one side is very fleecy, almost looks just like fleece. You flip it over, and then you're like, oh, what a difference. Like, you see the sheen it has? How it has like a sheen to it. Compared to the other side. If you flip it this way, there's not really a sheen. It's very flat. Flip it this way. See how the light bounces? Almost reminds me of like a seal fur or something. I think it's pretty cool. Let's see, what's my battery at? Battery? How long have I been working on this? For Tweezy. Hi, first of all, welcome to the stream. I'm trying to remember. I think I started working on these on the last stream. And then I continued working after the stream was over, and then I've continued with drawing the pattern out, and I'm currently on I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I got 2 done, 3 more to go, and then another paw to do. I've been also doing a lot of talking and not constantly working on it because I'm trying to engage with chat. Yeah, it's one of my downfalls of not being able to multitask, but it'll work out. I think what I'm actually going to do to change things up a little bit so you don't have to see me do the same repetitive motion is I am going to cut open the back of this, cut open the back of this, and cut open the back of this. And I'm going to stuff them and sew them together. So you get to see what puffy paws look like, because that's what these are supposed to be. So yeah, I'll just do that. Why not? Take a pair of scissors. Cut a little tiny little snip, just a very light snip. And then once you make that incision, hopefully I didn't damage the fur. Nope, fur looks good. You can just cut a little bigger one. And then, probably, that might actually be big enough. Very small incision. And then you take some polyfill, this stuff. This is polyfill. You want to get from the brand Super Polyfill. It's known to not clump up. It's very lightweight, pulls apart easily, keeps the fluff really nice. When you squeeze it and compact it, it tends to fluff up pretty well. take some of that and stuff it inside your opening, the little slit inside the hand paw. So take a piece of something, I'm going to use my seam ripper as a stuffing tool. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to take your material, start feeding it into the opening, and then just start pushing it through with whatever device you have. You can use this, you can use chopsticks, you can use a pencil even, you can use tweezers, just stuff it in there. Yeah. That's going to give your paws a very rounded shape, and that's what we want, nice and round and squishy. Because you want it to be round and cutesy. Unless you want to have flat paws, which is fine, I guess. You can have flat paws if you want. My old ones were like that, and then I decided to stuff them later on. But because they were glued on, the stuffing didn't work as well as I had hoped. It kind of didn't turn out so hot. Kitty, leave the camera alone. People are trying to watch. Kitty.
Kitty.
Kitty. Kitty. Sunbeam, no. Chaos. Okay. That's the only thing that gets her away from the camera, is if I do a weird whistle where it's like it harmonizes. She's terrified of it. She runs like crazy from it. Like, I don't know what animal or whatever she came across when she was outdoors, but I don't want to meet it if it sounds like that. Like, very weird sounding. Oh, wow, look at the squish that already has. Man, it's already got good squish. But that's not enough polyfill. We need more. We need more polyfill. That is not enough. So we got some more. Got some more. Stick it in there. Stuff it in there. Oh, I can just use my finger. That's faster. Okay, fine. I'll use my finger. That'll work. Now you are going to have to move this around, kind of help it migrate where it needs to go. Just to get things kind of settled into the nooks and crannies of the paw. You don't want to have it. You don't want to have it all stuffed in one spot. That'd be kind of weird and uncomfortable. Just like stuffing a teddy bear, really. Just do your thing. And just remember, when you do make that little opening, that little slit in the fabric, don't go too big with it, because this fabric has a lot of stretch, and that hole will get really big fast. That's how big it looks like now. That's not how big I made the original hole, but that's how big it got. Yeah, because it stretches. Alright, look how it... Just see how different it looks since we put polyfill in it. It's much more rounded. It's not as round as I want, but it's definitely way more rounded than it was compared to this one. So this one is a right hand, this is the left. Yeah, but like I said, if I was doing this for a commission, I probably wouldn't be live streaming. I would probably just have music playing, and I would be just going to town working on it, and I'd be doing a lot more progress. But hopefully, you can see the difference between the two: polyfill versus nothing in it. Yeah. And then, of course, the shape changes a little bit. Needs more polyfill though. That's not enough. Needs more polyfill. And I have some sitting right here. I would absolutely be using, because it's for myself, and I don't mind using polyfill that was used for decoration. Goodness. Yeah. Plus, I can't find where my polyfill is. I had a big bag of it. I don't know where it's at, so... Oh! That is the big bag. I used it for decoration. Oh, that's what happened. That is the polyfill. What am I thinking? I'm actually going to read comments because I don't want to leave chat hanging. What brand for fabrics do I use? I forgot to. I wanted to answer that. I'll answer that for you. I use a mixture of furs, but my primary fur I go with is luxury shag, or it's called a faux fur or pinky Muppet fur. Punky Muppet. Sorry, Punky Muppet fur. It's the kind that's used in like Jim Henson's The Muppets. But it's luxury shag is what I usually would use. Sometimes I'll use something else depending on what I'm going for. But that's the standard. Yeah. It's also the softest. It also is the nicest. It's the smoothest. You get the most colors available in that one. It's just the most priciest because of that. So that is something to watch out for. Price, prices. Wow. It's quite a difference. Needs a little bit more in it, though. It's not quite enough. Needs just a little more. So let's see. Trying to think here. I hope I'm doing this right. I feel like I make mistakes a lot, but I think I'm doing it right. I hope they look good. I'm really hoping they look good. So I don't want to be... Oof. Whoops, I fell kind of hard. Huh. There goes my back. Get bareback in body. And get moving. Get moving again. Bareback in body. Maximum strength. Bareback in body. 12-hour relief. Get some all day strong, all day long. It would take 8 Tylenol instead of Aleve. Or something. That's medicine to get you moving again. All day. Anyway. Yeah, lint roller? Yes, lint roller. It could be that. It could be the low quality of the fabric, but polyfill can just kind of get everywhere. If it was happening around your seams, it was likely just something to do with the seam, not necessarily the fabric at all. Polyfill can poke out of the smallest places. It really is kind of funny how easily it can poke out of stuff. Yeah. But just make sure your stitches are good and you're using good quality fabric, and your polyfill should be good to go. Okay, that's as good as I can get this. I'm just going to stop here with that stuffing. I think that's plenty of stuffing. Actually, I could use a little bit more, to be honest, since I've noticed it. A little more wouldn't hurt. Darn, it takes a lot of polyfill. Such a small little opening. Alright, that'll work. I'll take it. Now, to stitch this up, you're going to need a matching thread. Yeah, you should use a matching thread. You really should. If I have a matching thread, I'll use it. The frick is she doing? If I don't, I'll use the closest thing I have to a matching thread. Are you turning into a gremlin out there? Oh my gosh, bring me your carrot. Come on. Carrot. Okay, she's staring at me like she doesn't understand what I'm saying, which she probably doesn't, so that's fine. I don't see any matching thread, so I will just use... Oh, wait a second. There's more. There's more. I didn't see this. I just got attacked by a lint roller. Twice. Black thread. That's exactly what I need. Perfect. What the frick is wrong with it? What happened to it? Why is it all discombobulated like this? What did the cat do to this? I think the cat got to it. Look, my bobbin thread is just destroyed. What the frick? What has she done to my bobbin? Oh, there it is. That was weird. I've never seen that happen before. Oh yeah, by the way, if you have a cat and you have thread, keep it away. keep both of them separate because they will find a way to mingle and merge and create some big tangled mess. So yeah, keep them away from your thread. Especially if your cat is afraid of things that get tangled in their legs. There we go. Threaded the eye of the needle. First try. First try. Oh, very nice, very nice. Awesome. Snip off the excess. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and start. To close this, you're going to want to use, you can use a Henson stitch or a ladder stitch. Some people call it either one. Or you can use a whip stitch. Because this is going inside, nobody's going to see this. I'm just going to, well, I do need it to be flush, so I think I will ladder stitch it. You could even baseball stitch this if you want, if you're really particular about your seams. I'll just ladder stitch it. So you go through, start on the outside, you go inside, out, but you leave a little bit of the loop on the inside. Thread your needle through that loop while your thread is locked. And then you can start going back and forth on the outside of your thread, of your fabric, catching just a little bit on each upper side of the lip. And it looks like you're creating ruts on a ladder. And that will then close your fabric together, like you're stitching a wound closed. It does work. It does work. It does work. There we are. And just tug as you go. Keep things nice and tight. Don't chew on the electric block, kitty. Don't chew on the electrics. Electronics. That's not food. You have a whole bowl of food at home. In the kitchen. We only feed you the best. You eat better than we do sometimes. Cat chooses pica instead. I want to read some comments here. I feel like I'm falling behind on comments. Sorry about that, everybody. Oh yeah, I've poked myself more times than I can count. Like, I've poked myself a lot. Oh yeah, really cool guy, I understand. Yeah, if you ever want to check back on some highlights or stop by on my next stream, feel free to leave a like and all if you haven't, like, subscribed or whatever. Hey, just subscribe if you want, or tell people about my channel if you like. I've been doing a lot of streams more, I've noticed, so, but, you know, I just try to make content where I can. And I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you've been able to learn something too, because I hope my streams are educational in some way. But you have a very nice night. Yeah, you have a great night. Question from Kenneth Hate would be, would a partial fursuit for a protogen cost more or less than a conventional partial, considering you can buy pre-made visors and LEDs and such? Okay, I'll make this short and sweet for you. If you buy... I would say yes, it would cost more because of electronics. Electronics are going to always make a fursuit cost more, especially if they are already pre-assembled for you. Because the creator usually, the maker of it has to usually do a lot of soldering and things to get it ready. Trying to think what else. Like if you want to have a programming for a protogen head, you can get those as well. You can get it to program so it does different faces. That's going to cost a little extra. Like, moreover, if you wanted to have, let's say a fursuit head compared to a protogen head, you can buy a fursuit base for a traditional fursuit for like $90, $100. You can get the fur for maybe $60, maybe less than that. You can get a spool of thread for 99 cents. You can get a pack of needles for like $2. Put it all together, put some time into it, little hot glue. That might cost you another $5 for the hot glue. If you hand sew it, you probably make an entire fursuit head yourself for maybe $200. And then here's the thing, you'll have fur left over to make handballs, tail, all that stuff. Protogen head, you still need to buy the fur materials and all the other things that were mentioned, except maybe not the hot glue, maybe not, unless you're attaching fur to the back of the protogen head. And then basically get your visor, your electronics, your padding for inside the head. It's gonna edge out probably, just from this is off the top of my head, I think probably another $200 to $300 on top of that, and that's on the low end. Yeah, I've heard of some protogen suits going for easily 2,000. And I think they were fulls. I think they were full suits, but they might not have been. But those electronics, just the whole shebang, they can cost a bit, because it's not like there is just a whole thing you can get visors from. There's not like a whole stockpile of visors. A lot of people create those from scratch, like they'll create it themselves. And from what I understand, crafting that plastic can be a hit or miss type ordeal. Because when you have to heat up that plastic and cast it, there's a lot of mistakes that can happen. They got to throw it out and do another piece. So a lot of cost involved. And I think that's why some of them cost so much more than a traditional fursuit head. Because if it's a messed up blank, it can be repaired, it can be patched, it can be filled. If you got a visor that's messed up, how do you fix a messed up visor when it's already been molded? You got to basically start from scratch at that point. You can't just like put some glue over top of it and hide it, because visors, they're the most pristine, they're the most visible part of the protogen head. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. If you really want to go on a budget and make your own type of protogen head without costing as much, what you can do. Only do this if you are comfortable doing this. But what you can do is you can get yourself a piece of acrylic from like the Home Depot or from Lowe's. A piece of acrylic glass. Make sure it's the thinnest you can get. You can take a blow dryer or a heat gun, draw out the shapes you want, and heat up those areas to the point where they become soft. You can bend the acrylic into the shape that you want. And then you can take a Dremel or a little handsaw, cut off the extra parts you don't want, and then you can take like a butane torch and heat the edges and help them become clean, get rid of that rough edge. And then you get this stuff from, I think maybe Walmart has it, but you can order it online too. It's called headlight window tint, or headlight tint. And it's basically like window tint. I guess you could use window tint as well, but you wrap it around it. And that's how you create that dark on the outside, but you can see out from the inside look. Yeah. So that's how that would work. And that would create that protogen, like, dark visor look without messing up your vision. My fursuit head actually has that for the eyes. If you see my most recent few shorts, Coaster's head no longer has buckram eyes. They actually have headlight tint for the eyes. So I can see out, but you can't see in, and it's got so much more clarity. It's like almost crystal clear vision. Oh wow, the cat goes on. Yeah, saving and researching. Yeah, good place to start. You don't want to just dive right into this. You want to know exactly what you want to do. Have a plan. Go in with a plan. Yeah, good idea. Yeah. Thanks for asking. Thank you very much for your questions. And we're just tying off the end, tying it off. Gosh, the back of it kind of looks nicer than the front. That's really funny, isn't it? How the back can look nicer than the front. I just guess those kind of things can happen with sewing. Well, actually, if you think about it, the front has 2 layers of fabric. The back only has 1, so you can really see that polyfill pop a little bit more on the back. But it was necessary, because I was not going to be sewing this into the black by hand. It would not have looked good, it would have been very wonky, it just would have been a nightmare to sew. I believe that this was the best way to sew it. Let's just sew it on top of the other one. It's such a lightweight fabric. It'll show through pretty nice. Yeah. I'm probably the slowest person you've ever seen sew before, but I try to take my time so I don't mess up as much. There's the super duper puffy paw, which lots of squish. Yes. That's the way it should be. Ooh, I love how it looks. I already love how it looks. The other one's going to look even better. It's going to look so much better. The other one's going to look even better. Kitty! Are you in heat? I'm so sorry. We'll get you fixed soon as we can afford it. Need to get you a job so you can help pay for it. I'm trying to do YouTube, but it's kind of not paying very well right now. Goodness. One day it'll work. One day the algorithm will be in our favor, and we shall rule the world. I'll get another 1.7 million view video. On my other YouTube channel, I actually have one video that has 1.7 million views, and that's it. That's the only video that did that well. It's on my old coin channel. It's called Minted in History. Minted in History, and that's just... It's a silly video of me showing you how to clean pennies, and it got 1.7 million views. I'm like, of all the videos, why that one? Oh, thank you, Kenneth Height. Thank you so very much. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate the prayers. Thank you. Cheers. That hits the spot. It's really good. Excuse me. It really hits the spot. Oh yeah. Yeah, I love how puffy it is. It even feels good in my hand. Like, it's so puffy. It feels so good. Oh, man. I hope I added enough polyfill, you know, because sometimes you add stuff and then you're like, wait, I could have used so much more in that. But, you know, if I want to add more, I can always open up the back and add more, so we'll add some more later, like, if necessary. That was great. I want to add puffiness to these digits now, because I want to see how puffy I can make them. Just like before, snip the material. Just a smidge, nothing too crazy. Just like this. Did I get it? Oh, almost. Gotta be careful I don't damage the fur underneath, even though it is double layered. Because in this place, anything could happen. There, I got it. Excellent. Just one little tiny snip, I think, is all we needed. Oh, wait a second. Oh, that was the main layer. Oh, okay. I don't know what I was so worried about then. I thought I had 2 extra layers of... Are you okay? Kitty, what happened? You okay? Are you alright? Oh no! Kitty? What happened? Are you okay? Gosh dang it, I rocked back on her ankle by accident. Darn it. Kitty cat, are you alright? Sunbeam! I gotta go check on the cat. Please bear with me, everyone. I didn't know she was under the rocking chair. Kitty, Kitty. You okay? What's wrong? You alright? Where's it hurt? Where is it? Can I see it? Where is it? Where it hurts. See? Which one is it? You okay? Okay, I'm back. I accidentally rocked on the cat's tail or foot, I don't know. She's not really presenting any injured limbs, so I don't really know what I just rocked on. I hope she's okay, because she was like crawling really close to the floor, so I hope she's alright. Transmission is unstable. There, I think I just fixed it. Okay, everybody, is the stream working now? Because I think I just fixed it. Let me see. Can everybody see me? I'm trying to make sure stream came back on, because... Hang on, let me refresh my screen. Okay. Yep, stream is good. We're back. I'm on mobile data now, because... technology! It's amazing how it stops working when it's not supposed to stop working. Oh yeah, so we're back. We are actually back. And I'm able to do some more polyfill stuff things. Yes. I think I added enough there last time. I'm gonna say yes, because I don't want to overdo it. Besides, when I put my hand in, it's gonna pop a lot more, so... What I'm doing right now is I'm puffing, I'm stuffing these. Right here, stuffing these. Yeah. I hope my stream isn't potato. I sure hope it's not potato, because I'm trying to not have my stream be potato. But, you know, network connections and all. These bloody network connections. Professional Husky, hello, welcome. If my stream is glitchy, I am so sorry. My network is suddenly deciding to be weird. I paid my internet, why? Why do this now? My internet has been paid for. I thought I was your favorite. Okay, that's not... I need something to help me push that through. Oh wait, I have this. This might do the trick. Maybe. Or some chopsticks. Get some chopsticks. Some stick chops. My brain, it's broken.
Oh no, my brain, it's broken. Oh no, my brain is broken.
Everything's broken. There we go. My bank account, it's broken. Alright, we got the puffs in their paws. Puffs in the paws, puffs in the paws, puffs. Like, no change. There's like no change. I need more polyfill in there, more polyfill. There must be a difference. There has to be. I hope I'm not overstretching this. I mean, I can sew it back up, but I'm just trying to get that to fit. See, if you make the opening too large, you can't close it. Well, you can, you just can't get your polyfill to stay in place. It wants to pop back out. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Alright. Do 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 do. We're almost there. I think that hole got a little too large. I think it stretched too much. In the fabric, I think I tugged on too much. Professional Husky. Hey, I have a question. What's your favorite video game? I can answer that now, or if you want to put that in the Q&A that I have coming up. It's on my community post. You can ask that question there. But if you want me to answer here, I can. I could definitely do that. Just let me know if you'd like me to answer that now or in the Q&A. Yeah. Like I said, I can answer it now if you'd rather me do it right now. I can. Oh, answer it now. Alright. Through all the games that I've experienced, like, I'm going to actually include also ones that I've seen other people play that I would want to play. Because I haven't played a ton of games in my life. I haven't played a huge register of them, but I'd say Detroit Become Human is just impeccable. It's just incredibly beautifully made. Like, the visuals, the music, but also the story, how you can actually feel for a machine, feel for a robot. That's really pretty, really elegant. emotionally driven. That's like probably like because of its story. I gravitate towards video games with a beautiful story, one that you can actually change through your actions. I like those kinds super interactive. Those are good. I'm trying to think of some other ones. That's like some. Trying to think what else. What else do I like? Gosh, I hope I don't get blowout on this. I hope I don't blow out the seams by accident. I feel like I just did some blowout with this. I hope I didn't do any blowout. But yeah, it would be like I said, Detroit Become Human is really just amazingly written. Like if I was to play a horror game, I do like good horror games too. I'm trying to think of Resident Evil 2 Remake is pretty nice. I do like that for what it is. And then I like I think Dead Space is probably something I would enjoy playing. Some Dead Space. I'm trying to think of other games. I definitely want to give horror a shot. Horror games. I haven't really played a lot of scary games, but I think it would be up my alley. I think. I think I've got just a hair too much polyfill in here. I gotta take a little bit out, just a little bit. Because it's making it hard for me to actually close the paw, which is kind of sad. Because I like how fluffy it was, how stuffed it was. But it is really making it hard for me to close. What are some of your favorite games? Like, do you like horror games? Do you like games with like strategy? Do you like puzzle games? Transformers Devastation for PlayStation. That game was a masterpiece. Oh, yeah, my brother used to play the Transformers franchise. He used to play War on Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron, which I hear that one was pretty sick. Yeah. Goodness. I should try something like that. Those kind of games too. I do like a good story though. It gives a reason for the game to exist. Push it forward. Something that's striving towards an engine, a flame. I feel like without it, it's just a light show. It's just like matter and motion. There's no real purpose without a good story. Like Until Dawn, the reason it was so good is there was story within the story. Like the player was given power to like use in the game. Like you had so much. It was like the choose your adventure kind of thing. Like when you made a choice, it didn't just automatically like pick for you anyway. Even if you made a choice, it didn't end up with the same outcome. There were real consequences based on your decisions, and like if you picked up something sooner or if you had something later, that mechanic is so nicely done. The atmosphere was spot on. It made you feel isolated, made you feel cold, made you feel like you were in danger, like something was watching you. That was nice. The campiness actually worked. Like, it was so campy, but it was in a good way. It worked out. It's like, hey, teenagers in a mountain cabin or whatever. Crazy psycho man with a machete out to get him. Yeah. But I think it worked out really well. And then the one that they came out with this year, The Devil in Me, that one, they brought a lot of that same energy back, but they did it like on a bigger scale, and it had like, I guess more at stake. Yeah. But yeah, that was well done too. It's like the original team got back together and helped create the that one. I feel like they got together. Alright, let's see how my work is so far. See if I've messed anything up. Whew, it's definitely puckered. I'm gonna have to hand sew this one for sure. This finger, this digit. Like, the fabric has stretch, but only so much. So if I was to squish it against my finger... Okay. Yeah, I can make it work. That's just gonna be... Hey, it's got the puff, this puffiness. I feel like that's what's important. It does have puff. Thumbs, get out of the way. You can see the puffiness, right? So, it does have puffiness, so yeah, that's what we wanted. I've got to make that slit smaller, though, because that's just way too big. So, we'll learning experience. We'll make it on the second finger. Oh, wait, that was the thumb. Oh, I don't care about the thumb. Oh, the thumb's fine. The thumb could be falling off while I care. The other fingers are what are important. Because this is for me. This isn't for someone else. This is for someone else. I'd be like, I have to redo the entire thing. This one's for me. Plus, me making stuff for myself like this helps me learn before I make something for someone else, so I can get all those mistakes and little hiccups out of the way, so I don't make them on the project for someone else. Big learning experience. Big, big, big. So, it helps. It really does make a difference. Alright, so we got a little opening there. Okay, this time, don't put so much polyfill in. I added way too much. Continues to over-add polyfill anyway. Have I seen the Transformers reactivated? Ah, no, I have not. Is reactivated? What does that mean, reactivated? Is this supposed to be after they come to Earth from the Ark? Because remember in Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron, they left on the Ark? Is this supposed to be when they make it to Earth? I feel like the video games are so under-attended to when it comes to Transformers. Because, like, the movies, you got all these movies, but what about the games? Like, pay some attention to the games. Because I feel like you can properly tell the true story in the games. In the movies, you gotta, like, filter it with Hollywood stuff, and it just... I feel like the games, you get the true story. It's, like, unadulterated. Because they actually have a book, I think it's called The Pact of Primus. And my brother wanted to get that book, but it's the entire story of the Transformers throughout the ages, all in this beautiful edition of a book. It's like everything from Orion Pax to the Matrix of leadership, to the first Prime, to the original Primes. Like, the original. I think it even maybe even touches on Headmasters. Perhaps. I can't say for sure, but it has so much in it. Everything's got, like, the inside of Cybertron. It's got... Oh, so good. It talks about the story of Megatronus. Darn, that's good stuff. It's like the Bible of Transformers. If Transformers had a Bible, that would be it. Like the history of everything. My brother wanted to get that. I don't know if he ever got it. I think it was limited edition, too. That's something. That's something. Elden Ring or Dark Souls, both equally hard. I've heard that there's like one part in Dark Souls that's super hard, and it's something to do with, I think, a bridge or dodging as an enemy is swinging. It's like one of the bosses, like, you can't get the timing just right because he always ends up hitting you faster than you think he's going to hit you. It's like notoriously hard for players and they get frustrated. Excuse me. And then one of these places is like a bridge that you keep getting knocked off of in your knight's armor or something. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah. See, I'm afraid about what I used to be afraid of. I don't think I am as afraid now. What I used to be afraid of is playing video games for pleasure, because I felt like I was wasting my time, like I was being idle, and part of that is my upbringing. Super conservative household, so it's always made to feel like if you're playing games, you're not being productive and you're wasting your life. So if I end up playing video games on this channel, which I definitely want to try doing, it's going to be for content. It's very hard for me to ever do something out of just relaxation alone, because I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I'm not moving forward. I feel like I'm just marinating in the here and now, and it's kind of, I don't know what that is, why I feel that way or what causes it, but it triggers a guilt signal inside me. It makes me feel guilty, and that just scares me. I don't know why I feel that way. And then I feel like I can't ever like relax or calm down. I can't ever truly do something because I enjoy doing it. I feel like everything is work. Yeah. This does feel like enjoyment, which is really rare for me to say that. But I think it's because it's territory that I'm so used to, and it's not because I have to make it for someone else. So I feel that's one of the reasons. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So that one, I think, is ready to go. Well, that's much better. That looks really good. Heck yeah. I'm actually really pleased with how that turned out so far. Very nice. Awesome. I hope you find some peace of mind in this lifetime. Okay. Now we can sew this closed. Let's see. What game do I plan to stream? Well, I'm thinking about that. I could start off with some Minecraft, I suppose. I really would like to try doing. I'm trying to think. I do like some good racing games. I like racing games, and I do like the RPGs as well. Darn it! I'll tell you what. What I'll do is I could do a poll, and if people like vote on a certain kind of game, then we can go from there. Yeah. My computer can handle many games, but I don't think it can handle like AAA games, because it's just a mid-range gaming PC. It's nothing like luxurious. I can try it though, see if it works. You know what's funny is I was going to try to do back like what was it, like a year or two now? I was going to try to do live streaming or video gaming of Biomutant, and I never got around to it for some reason, but a lot of people had some complaints with it. Mostly how long it took to get through some dialogue and some loading screens. But, yeah. I gotta try some battling. Try some speed runs or something. Heck yeah. Ooh, I could do a 3 scary games. Ooh, that'd be kind of fun. Would you like me to try doing a 3 scary games or something? Ooh. So there's a game I wanted to try. It's called Surrounded. It's a mix as if Silent Hill, Chernobyl, and The Mist gave birth to a child. That's the kind of game it is. Yeah, it's pretty horrifying. Sound design. Sometimes the lack of sound is actually what really gets scary. It's based upon a portal of dark energy that got opened up, and basically it shut down this whole town, and whatever was living in it basically gets turned into horrible creatures, and it's pretty messed up stuff. And it's always like misty there and corrupt. It's just really not a nice place to be. You're supposed to go there and try to shut down the portal or something, like close the portal to the other side. Yeah, it's pretty whacked up. Ouch, whacked up stuff. Like all kinds of deformed, decrepit creatures come after you, try to take you away, eat you, gobble you up whole, steal your soul. I keep poking my finger. Ow! It hurted. It do the big hurt. Gosh, I hope I have off this Sunday. I really would like to get more work done here. I think like YouTube stuff is all fine and dandy. Like recording the content, that's half the battle. Oh, I can like come up with like the most awesome ideas for videos. People have told me. The thing is, I have such a hard time getting around to filming it and editing it. Like I have no shortage of ideas. Just I can't afford an editor. So, you know. Come up with the goods myself. So that's what we got. We got this paw's been stuffed. It's going to look much nicer when it's all done, but compared to what it did look like, I think this is coming along really nice. That thumb one I did, I don't know how that's going to turn out. That's really tight. That's like so freaking tight. I hope my thumb can fit through there. Darn it, that's really a tight spot. I'll make it work. The fabric stretches, it'll work. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does. You know it does, it does. But yeah, I'm not gonna take too much longer with all of everybody. I don't want to hold you up or anything. Let's see. Will my thumb fit in there? I'm going to test it really quick. Test that fit. Ooh, that's really going to be snug. But I have faith in this design. Darn, I was going to line this thing, but seeing how tight this is, I don't know if I can line it. You know, I don't think we'll be able to line this thing. That's really tight. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. I am getting kind of tired though, so I'm probably going to... Hey Johnson, and good morning, and boop. Yeah, and good morning, and boop. I'm making a full or a partial. I'm making a full suit. I'm making the full thing. Yeah, it's time to retire my old hand paws. They're falling apart. Literally, they're quite falling apart. So, hand paws are getting replaced. I'm getting a full body suit. The head is going to stay. The head's just going to stay for now. So, and then I also have to make feet paws, but I'll do that later. Feet paws can wait. I'll just do that. Do that later. Man, I feel like an old person rocking in this chair.
Back in my day, we didn't have fursuits.
Yeah, but I do appreciate everybody being here this, how long have I been streaming? A while. About 3.5 hours. So, yeah, that's actually about my average for streaming. Yeah, but I will go ahead and wrap it up, I guess, for now. Yeah, but I'll see everybody soon in the next stream. You know, do some more streams, but I also want to get more videos out. So when I get up today, I'm probably going to do. Well, let me see what time it is. Probably get up and try to squeeze out another video, and then get ready for work. Yeah. But enjoyed your short time here. Oh yeah, well, thank you for dropping in, of course, and yeah. As always, you know, if you haven't subscribed, check out my other stuff and drop a like. It really helps out what I do here. Trying to become a full-time YouTuber, content creator. You know, because I don't want to keep doing a day job anymore. Cutting meat in a deli. I want to try to be creative and let my creative juices be my guide. So, till then, everybody, cheers. Thanks for dropping in. Catch everybody in the next video. Bye for now. Wow!